Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. I'm Julian Edelman. Rob Gronkowski is somewhere relaxing on a beach, and we have something very special for you guys today. An all-whiz mega episode. And we're talking the football mind of Mike Vrabel. Bill always used to reference, like, you think you're smart. You're not no Vrabel. Some hilarious Andy Reid stories.
He was 13 years old. He was just towering over everyone.
Has anyone done more for football than John Madden?
You said it. He made the game simple.
And we're building the ultimate whiz in this week's Chillest Dude of the Week, presented by Coors Light. Stick around to the very end. Dudes on Dude is a production of iHeartRadio. Also, August 28th, 8 p.m., mark your calendars. Live show in Boston. Let's go. Tickets are now available.
Yeah, they're almost out.
Almost out.
Yeah.
Ticketsmasters.com. Go get your tickets. Again, that is August 28th in Boston at the new MGM Music Hall at Fenway. Not like crazy new, but new to me. It's new to me.
Yeah, it's cool.
I went to that thing with Adam
Ray.
Adam Ray.
Yeah.
That's a top-notch venue.
We're already talking to the venue about being able to sneak around Fenway too after or before or during.
Oh, I mean, you basically feel like you're in the movie The Town.
Should you come out in nun masks?
I mean, kind of tight.
Kind of sick.
Kind of tight. I mean, Missoula would love that. Missoula might come just to see us come out in those masks and join us.
There's a lot of cool people we're talking to already. They're going to be there.
Easy. Don't get me too excited right now. Don't get me too excited. We got to get through this episode.
It's called GRONK and JULES present Welcome to the Nut House.
GRONK and JULES.
Tickets are almost there. Ticketmaster.com.
Welcome to the Nut House. It'll be a little hybrid action.
It's going to be some fun. A lot more audience interaction.
Audience interaction
Yeah.
is always fun.
Cooking up
Fun
some
night.
stuff.
It'll be a great date night. Great fun night.
Yeah.
Boys night.
Get your
Girls
tickets now.
night.
People night.
I would say, probably not for under 15.
Yeah, that's probably right.
15.
My 8-year-old niece is coming though. So
I would say PG-14, PG-15.
PG 13 and a half.
We're PG up there. We're PG past 13, but not quite R.
NC 17.
Something like that. It's going to be wild. A lot of exciting stuff planned ahead. Let's go.
Click the link.
Let's click it.
Ticketmaster.com.
Ticketmaster.com.
All right, who's the next dude?
You have your little AI ready. This guy.
Hold on, Jules. Girlfriend's texting me. I got to answer. I want to be a good dude, okay?
He's a good dude.
I'm a good dude.
Tell Camille I said hello.
Oh, my gosh. Guess what she's doing?
What?
So it's the 10-year anniversary for the Super Bowl that we won versus Seattle Seahawks.
And you know who we're doing right now next?
Oh, my gosh. Who are we doing next?
We're doing Seattle.
Wow. And guess what Camille just texted me?
Richard Sherman.
That she's literally crying right now while practicing because she misses dance so much because they're bringing back the cheerleaders do a halftime dance routine that they did at the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, Richard Sherman. You're not a back-to-back champ because of us. Sorry, boy. Are you mad about it? Is he mad?
He's
Is
mad,
he mad, bro?
He's not mad, bro.
Is he mad, bro?
No, but
Is he mad, bro?
what does AI say about our guy?
Allen Iverson. Smart man. He can just read a freaking everything on the internet in a matter of 10 seconds. I always knew AI was the best of all time.
He's the answer.
He is the answer.
Let's get on Richard Sherman.
Wow. He was so good that he covers this whole page.
He does.
Let's.
He's a Stanford guy.
Richard Sherman is known for being a highly skilled and physical cornerback. Renowned. They use this word too much in AI. Renowned.
Renowned.
For his exceptional coverage skills, intelligence, and ability to read plays. Sherman was a key figure in the Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom defense. His lengthy frame and aggressive playing style made him a formidable opponent in both man-to-man and zone coverage. Right? Formidable, Jules? For dudes on dudes. I mean, if I say something wrong, correct me. That's what freaking good dudes. That's what friends do, okay? That's what friends do.
I don't know how to
All right.
read either.
Sherman's leadership, trash talking. He trash talked?
He definitely tried.
Yeah.
You mad, bro?
And ability to make crucial plays in high-pressure situations contributed.
Made a lot of those.
Yes, he did.
Made a lot of those.
We were just watching his highlight film, man. Woo!
Did
I forget how good he was.
You
his
forget.
ball skills. So let me finish.
All right.
Oh, he's just cutting me off. to make crucial plays in high-pressure situations contributed to his reputation as one of the top cornerbacks of his era. I agree with AI.
I agree with AI. Richard Sherman, we watched the highlights before we did this, and you forgot how many great plays he made. Because that cast of characters, the Legion of Boom, he was a part of it, and there were so many good guys. But then we watched those highlights. His ball skills. He used to run routes for the receiver because he was so smart. Like, he's situationally one of the most intelligent corners. You could never throw a downfield ball against him. Like, that was like what I always remember. He was a gambler because he'd always have those eyes in the backfield. Like, he was one of those original guys where he'd play off and have his eyes in the backfield, and then he'd break on the guy. Like, and then he'd always have the hands. Like, he had unbelievable ball skills in order to finish the plays. And, he just was a freaking stud. And he used to hit. What do you think?
I would, if I was a young cornerback, I would give Richard Sherman a call and ask him where he learned those ball skills. Yeah. How does he track down a ball like that and make it, and have an interception and make it look easier than a wide receiver?
Well, he was a receiver in Stanford.
Well, that answers my question. All you cornerbacks out there, they need to do more ball drills.
Ball drills.
I say it all the time. There would be literally like 2 or 3 more interceptions per game if these cornerbacks knew how to catch the ball. And Richard Sherman knew how to catch the ball, and that's why he made so many plays, and that's why he led the league in interceptions some years. So what year was that again? He definitely led the league, right?
2013.
Yes.
They won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, they did, and that's part of the reason why they won the Super Bowl. He was a literal genius of the game because he played wide receiver in college. He went to Stanford University, so obviously he's smart.
Smart guy.
You got to be a smart guy to go to Stanford. All my friends that went to Stanford, Pac-10 guy as well. So
Pac-10.
Shout out to the Pac-10.
4.2 GPA in high school.
4.2 GPA. Who is he cheating off? Come on. 4.2. I thought it only goes up to 4.0. How do you get a 4.2?
I think there's advanced classes that count as a 5.0.
Well, makes no sense.
I agree.
I never knew about those ones. Advanced classes?
Wasn't there either, Rob.
That's why we have a podcast.
And that's why.
That is why.
Would you beat him in a math competition?
I would. I'm that good at math. Come on. Give me a math problem right now.
46 times 20.
Oh, my gosh. 920?
Yep.
Oh, Richard
Was it 920?
Yeah, he would still be thinking. Richard Sherman would still be thinking.
He'd be talking shit.
He'd be talking shit where I would have probably been thrown off my game, and then he would have thrown out the answer. Yeah.
That's how smart he is, where he would have talked shit and been able to calculate and multitask and then do it. Like, that's the kind of guy he was. I mean, we played against him in the Super Bowl, and we jawed back and forth. And it's out of fun competition, but you knew, like, when you were stepping in a game with Richard Sherman, you knew if you were going to be lazy or if your route wasn't there, he was going to cover you, and he was going to let you know that he covered you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the fun guys. He was a freaking monster. Like, you watch just the interceptions he made, his high pointing of ball skills, that AFC Championship game where he tipped it from Crabtree in the last 30 seconds or 23 seconds, 32 seconds.
One of the most impressive plays I've ever seen a cornerback make.
In a high pressure situation when his
that
team
was for the game.
That was for the game.
That was to go to the Super Bowl.
That was to go to the Super Bowl. He had a lot of those.
And what made him so great, made him stand out from any other cornerback, was his height and his length.
He was 6'4".
He was kind of like Randy Moss, but as a cornerback.
And he had good hands, to combat
great ball skills,
but to combat the quick guys, to get him running side and side because he was so, he's long. That's how you got to get those kind of corners. You got to make him run side to side. He had such long, great arms where he could play at the line of scrimmage. He'd win at the line of scrimmage.
He had football IQ. What about his physicality? Was there a play I remember just watching him? I think Des Bryant broke off for a 50-yarder he was about to score, and I'm pretty sure it was Des Bryant. And he was in back of the end zone, guarding his guy. Because, manned him up. That's why the ball went to Des Bryant. They should have had him on Des all game, actually. He came out of back of the end zone off of his guy, and literally Des Bryant was 1 yard away from scoring.
About to go in.
Richard Sherman came out of nowhere and just laid the hit stick and made him fumble right on the 1 yard line. That just showed how physical and how much he just laid his body out on the line for the team.
And also not to quit on a play. The play could have been over. Des Bryant could have easily just gone in. And Richard said, you know, technically he won his play. His guy was guarded. His guy didn't catch the ball. But to come off his plaster and to make the hit at the end goal lines, it was like you saw those plays all the time with Richard Sherman. He never gave up on plays. He was smarter than you. He was longer than you, and he could talk better than you.
And he had leadership. Like, he was always vocal, very vocal. But the thing is, he backed it up every single time. He always said he's the best corner in the game, which he was throughout that era. But he backed it up, and that's what
Reid.
That's what you. Reeve was a little bit before him. He was like right at the end of Revis Island era.
Yeah.
So Revis was in his own category, and then it was Richard Sherman. Two totally different players. Two totally different skill sets. But hey, Jules, you remember when you trolled him? Trolled Sherman? The Shermanator? Can you explain what happened and why you did it?
The parade after we played him in 14, we won. Someone threw up a sign of like with the face after the interception. And, you know, you're just playing up to the parade, having fun. I fucking threw it. I was hammered. Like, it was all fun and games until someone gets hurt.
But no one got hurt.
No one got hurt.
And you were hammered, so that's an excuse. It was a parade. Anything goes. We just beat him in the Super Bowl. And Richard Sherman loves talking crap, but he can take it as well.
I think he can.
I know the guy now personally.
I've talked to him a few times through Carissa Thompson because she does all the Amazon, and he's always been a really cool dude.
He's doing a great job as an analyst.
I think so, too. He's really good.
A lot of insight to the game, especially at the corner position. He's not scared to be himself at all either. Never
has been, and it was throughout his career. You know, and just with a guy like him, like, you had to play hard the whole game. If you turned it off, he would smother you. He'd make that pick.
If he saw Tom just slack a little bit in the pocket, he would be able to read him just like that.
Because he played with his eyes in the backfield. He liked to play off that Seattle 6 where it was like a matched zone, so he could play off and he would see and he would read the quarterbacks and he'd come sloop on those seams and come steal them.
Last piece though, I played with Richard Sherman my final year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Unfortunately, he was at the end of his career. He was a little washed like myself. He showed up. We had like 8 corners down. We gave him a call. He showed up, and I'm so glad he did, man. And I finally, got to meet him in person and talk to him. He pulled his hamstring. I remember I had broken ribs, so we were reminiscing together about facing each other. And what a great guy he was, man. Great leader. Great guy to have in the locker room, that's for sure. He's got tons of positive energy.
He's a guy you love on your team, but you hate him when he's not on your team.
He wasn't even playing. Yep. He went on the IR, and every time I walked in the locker room, I'm like, I love Shermanator is on our team.
Yeah.
That's how great he was, man. He just always chopping it up and always being a character. I love the guy. Whenever I see him too, great dude. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. What kind of dude is Richard Sherman?
What kind of dude? I mean, he was freaky. He was like a Randy Moss. Is he a stud, dog? Whiz?
Is he a whiz?
He's kind of everything, man, because he went to Stanford, so he's a whiz. He was a dog with those hits.
He was
athleticism as well.
Because I think he hits that whiz category because his intellect was second to none. Like, him and Revis are in that same category where they could run routes.
Yeah, he was kind of a dog though too.
He was a dog because he was relentless and motivated, always physically. But he talked to you.
I kind of want to go with Wiz though, just because he went to Stanford.
He went to Stanford. He was clutch. The Wiz is always clutch. The Wiz is someone who innovates. They changed the position. The position used to be a guy that was probably no bigger than 6 foot, 6'1". I mean, those were huge corners back before him. He was 6'4". He evolved the position, especially in that Seattle system. He had him and Browner. They love those tall corners, and he's a huge part of that. Which that's how you take away those big receivers on the outside. You put a big guy like Sherman on them, and they let him battle.
And that's why the Legion of Boom was such a great defense as well. I would say that he was the leader of Legion of Boom
over Chancellor.
Yeah, over Chancellor. Chancellor was the guy that laid the smackdown.
He
smacked. I think, he was the wizard of the Legion of Boom. Same with Earl Thomas. I mean, he was a rocket, a torpedo.
Torpedo.
I mean, he laid the smackdown. He laid the smackdown on me a few times, but Richard Sherman was the wizard. I feel like he got that, secondary in position, and also why he had so many interceptions and why he was such a great corner is because he knew how to play the game of football in zone coverage and man coverage because he was so freaking smart.
He's a whiz.
He is a whiz. He's a whiz kid.
All right, let's get on to our next. Put
Put
up the headshot.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next tight end here on National Tight Ends Day, who also started tight end U at Vanderbilt University every year that I went one time because I failed after I went because it's the Harvard of the South.
Hard place.
Yeah, it's a hard
Very
place.
beautiful, I heard. Never been.
It is. Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
What does AI say about Greg Olsen?
All right, Greg Olsen.
Start the clock.
Greg Olsen. Oh,
Ocean. I like that.
Yeah, well, his hair looks like an ocean. It's all over the place. It kind of looks like a hurricane. All right. Greg Olsen is celebrated as one of the top tight ends in NFL history. Known for his reliable hands. We were talking about that earlier. He has the most reliable hands in the NFL.
This guy had hands.
Yes, he does. And route running skills. Off the field, he is admired for his dedication to family and philanthropy, particularly through his Heart Test Yard Initiative. Heart Test Yard Initiative.
Heart test.
That's
a handful.
That's a hard test.
What's a heart test?
Heart test. Yeah.
Oh, heart.
All right.
Is
particularly through his Heart Test Yard Initiative,
I like that.
which supports families of children with congenital. It's like we said, everyone, we don't have the best vocabulary. This is dudes on dudes. We're learning as we go. We're not perfect here, but we get numbers right, okay? We get numbers right.
What AI is basically saying, he's for the kids.
Yeah, we're for the kids. Yes. Olsen made a significant impact on the Carolina Panthers, helping them reach Super Bowl 50 and becoming the first tight end in history to have 3 consecutive 1,000-yard receiving seasons from 2014 to 2016.
Wow.
He holds the Panthers franchise records for most receiving yards. He's lucky I got hurt because I would have held that 3 1,000-yard seasons in a row. But it's not about me.
It's not about.
Why am I making it about me? Tight ends don't make it about yourself, and I just made it about me.
Slot receivers do.
Yeah, slot receivers do.
It's our little diva in us because we're not full diva, but we got a little diva.
It's about Greg Olsen here. He holds the Panthers franchise records for most receiving yards, receptions, and 100-yard receiving games by a tight end. Wow. After retiring, Olsen transitioned to a successful career in sports broadcasting. He's one of our teammates right now with the Fox team.
He's really good.
Further showcasing his football acumen. He does have a lot of football acumen, I can tell you that.
What is that like?
Like knowledge.
Knowledge.
Another word for knowledge. Cinnamon for knowledge. Not right?
Synonymous.
Synonymous, yeah. He's
cinnamon.
Freaking cinnamon, right?
Cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon.
I like cinnamon.
He's tasty.
He's tasty.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Wow. This is bad, Joel. This is bad. Dudes just being dudes, though. This is what it's all about. Dudes just being dudes and just showing you who you are. We're not perfect.
It's cinnamon, bro.
Yes, cinnamon.
That's same now from now on.
Yeah, cinnamon.
From now on.
It is.
Hey.
The English dictionary better change that word to cinnamon.
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 Now.
Well, you want to know what acumen means? I kind of know that from back of my head. I was reading a book the other day, had the word. It's the ability to make good judgments and quick decisions. And that actually explains Greg Olsen and his game. And that's why he had over 1,000 yards in 3 seasons in a row, because of his quick decisions. And when you're really quick at top of the route, when you have a 2-way go like Greg Olsen, his favorite route of all time, he kind of runs kind of like diagonally to like the 10-yard mark where he has to go, and then the linebacker's sitting there at a safety, and you got to either split right like a bow or split in. What's the split in route where you like a
middle read?
No, not a middle read, like kind of like a
cross.
No, you go and it's like a angle route kind of, but it's at between 10 yards and 12 yards. You can either bow it or angle it, like an angle at 10.
Middle read.
Yeah, no, because it's not a middle read, because you still a middle read is when it's post double safety high and you can go in the middle. So he was so good at making that decision and being decisive of should he go out on the guy on the defender or should he go in, and that's where he made his bread and money.
Bread and money.
You
just went full Will Ferrell in old school right there.
Yes.
Did you guys see that?
That's his acumen.
Did you guys see that?
That's his acumen.
That's literally
Greg Olsen's acumen, ladies and gentlemen.
Will Ferrell in old school at the fucking last thing where he competes the debate. And did you black out right there?
I did black out. And like old school, Will Ferrell was blacked out many times.
Frank the fucking Tank. No, Greg Olsen, I mean, we threw on that film, and he's a lot more athletic than you remember. He wasn't like a guy that was going to kill you with his athleticism, but he had such great hands. Like he would go up and make those one-handers. He did a lot of one-hander catches. He had great ball skills, and he was a very savvy guy as well. And he wasn't like he's a small guy. He's 6'5", 255, out of the U. What's up with the U and the tight ends?
Tight end U, man.
Is that
they were called tight end U, man. When I was a kid, Miami
was probably who's tight end U now?
Iowa's tight end U now, but the University of Miami, oh my gosh, they were producing tight ends left and right, man.
Shough,
I loved Miami, dude,
Olsen,
when I was growing up.
Bubba Franks,
Winslow.
Joku.
Oh my gosh, Joku is like the new school version of tight end U at the University of Miami. But man, were they producing tight ends, man? University of Miami was, they were on point.
And he was a track star in high school.
Yeah, he was.
Javelin.
Maybe that's why he was so good with his hands, because he was always using his hands in track.
Throwing it?
Yeah, just throwing, like holding, that javelin stick.
I've never met a javeliner.
Yeah.
I guess I have.
Like, what do you do?
No,
how do you throw it? Like that?
That's called a shake weight.
Oh, shake weight. Oh, that's a shake weight. Never threw a javelin before.
It's just like the spear.
Oh.
They throw.
All right.
It's like a football throw. I bet he can throw. Can he throw a football for it?
Like being a gladiator and throwing that spear and just boom, tossing it 40 yards.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's like so he did javelin. I mean, the first thing you think of Greg Olsen, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
That's good technique.
Looks good.
He's young.
Look at that face. He's beautiful.
He got that.
He was defined in high school. I don't know what happened. Like, he's like one of those like tight ends with a dad body again. That's what made him last long.
He lasted long.
He lasted long, but he was jacked in high school.
He hit me up during that 3,000 yard or the 3,000 yard seasons. He broke his foot, and I broke my foot. And I remember us communicating over the Jones fracture. That was the first time I ever got, a call from him. And to watch him on TV, he's killing in the TV. He's really knowledgeable about the game. He's fun. He's got that little dorkiness in him.
He does.
He's got that little dork like that.
But he plays
dad jokes.
He plays it off.
He's a dad joke.
He plays it off really well.
He's a fun guy to be around.
He is, and he is who he is. Like, he expresses who he is. It doesn't matter, man. That's why you love him, man. That's what you love about people. He's not hiding himself at all.
Never.
No, never. And I trained with him, actually. I remember what was really cool is that I was coming out of the University of Arizona, and we had the same agent, Drew Rosenhaus. And Drew Rosenhaus had me call Greg Olsen. He was the only player I called to ask about Drew Rosenhaus and also ask about the training process of training for the combine and all that. And I remember Greg Olsen did give me some great advice, man. He said, hey, you're going to think all the little details are stupid, but make sure you do them all, because those are actually the biggest things in the end. And I still remember that to this day, that he goes, do all the warm-ups, all the recovery things that you got to do after you trained all day. He says, just do all the details of the little things and you will be fine. So thank you, Greg, for the advice, man. I remember talking to you on the phone, and just the advice of going through the NFL process. He was the only player I talked to through that time. So good dude, man. Good dude. Wasn't, looking out for himself, but he was looking out for me on that phone call, which was cool.
You think he called Bledsoe after Brady replaced him? I'm in roast mode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, Julian.
I'm in roast mode.
Did he call Bledsoe? Well, because Bledsoe got replaced by Tom.
There you go.
Sorry. I'm a tight end. We're a little slow, okay? Tight ends are sometimes a little bit slower, but our personalities are just freaking awesome. We are the coolest players on the field.
We
really are. Name a tight end that isn't cool. Exactly. You can't. You're thinking about it. That means
they really are.
You want to know who's really cool? Dallas Goedert. I was hanging out with him at tight end U when I was actually smart enough to go, because it's the Harvard of the South, like we were talking about. And I was just hanging out with him. I didn't even know who he was. I know who Dallas Goedert was, but
helmets. It's hard to know.
I had no clue what Dallas Goedert ever looked like. And this dude had the hair flowing and everything. I was talking to him, like, this dude cool as shit. And then 2 days later, I saw a picture of us online, and it says like Dallas Goedert and Rob Gronkowski got it. I was like, oh my freaking God, I didn't even know that was Dallas
Guys
Goedert.
running 70-yard
Yeah,
touchdowns.
I just thought he was cool as shit. Yeah.
And that's what tight ends are. And Greg Olsen's the epitome of that. Just cool as shit.
Yeah, he is cool as shit.
Just
he really
cool
is.
as shit. Athletic. He had kind of that basketball stuff. He wasn't a burner. He had great hands. He made big plays for his team. He went to a Super Bowl. He's got crazy stats. You know, he had the 3,000-yard seasons.
What attribute, the best attribute or characteristic that Greg Olsen contained in his pocket, his secret weapon, was his route running skills.
His route running.
His route running skills, one of the best in the game at the tight end position.
He'd like
down.
lull you. I always see him hitting that bow route. He'd marry his routes together. Remember, he was really good at that bow route. Remember that cover 4? I always see him hit it in like the fringe shot where you're right outside the red area, the 20. And they'd always run that. They'd get cover 4 and they'd run that post and he'd run that bow route and they'd hit him on that. I remember seeing that one. We installed something. We stole it from them because we were copying it. We liked the way they ran it, and he'd run that bow route and he caught it right on that 1-yard line. He's an awesome guy.
He doesn't care about his looks. He doesn't care about like what's going on out there. He just cares about being a good dude, being a family man. And that's why I love him, man. I love being around him. He's always so positive. And he can also, by the way, when I trained with him when I was young too, the guy just never stopped talking. Never stopped talking. And it was always the best. It was always
That's why he's on
entertaining.
TV.
And literally from the first day I met him, I was like, this guy is going to be a commentator one day. He's going to be an announcer. And then he actually landed perfectly in that spot after his football career. And when he signed with Fox too, and I think it was like the first year he signed with Fox was like the first year I did when I first retired. I did a couple games as well. And I was literally just thinking in my mind, just talking to him, this guy has landed in the perfect field for him. Like he's so good
great
at
storyteller.
it, so intelligent. Yeah, great storyteller. Great.
And he looks like Grizzly Adams a little bit. He's got an underrated chin.
If Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore. Coming out. Number 2's coming out soon.
Yeah.
A little mad at Sandler for not hitting us up.
I know. Isn't he a New England guy? Adam Sandler, New England guy?
He's from New Hampshire.
New England
but
players?
his family grew up in
like, I don't get it.
New York.
Like, and that's my favorite movie of all
Kelsey's
time.
in it.
Yeah, he is in it. But
we didn't get hit up.
I mean, I can't hate on Travis being in it.
I can't either.
Travis is freaking Travis. I mean, he's top of his game on the field, off the field. Like, I'm just disappointed in Happy Gilmore Productions, I guess, or what is it?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Happy Madison. Happy Madison.
Well, now we're giving him shout outs and he didn't even want us in his movie.
I know.
We got no hate, Jules. We still love him and we're still going to watch Happy Gilmore too.
Oh, without a doubt.
No doubt about it. And Happy Gilmore is still my favorite movie. I actually watched it about 3 weeks ago. It was on TV and I never turn it off. This is what I loved about Greg Olsen too.
But you said he talked a lot.
He does talk a lot. And that kind of explains why he came out with a rap song.
And it was good.
It was really good. It was really awesome and explained a lot of details on how they lived life at the University of Miami, which was really cool. I was a big fan, no doubt about it. You were probably a big fan as well.
I never listened to it. I'm not. I lied right there fully. But it was called the 7th Floor Crew Rap.
Yes, and it was a legendary rap song by some of the Miami players in 2003. And they were just doing it, I think, as a joke from what I've heard Greg Olsen say before, like just to have fun. And it just blew up out of nowhere. But it kind of made, the University of Miami even more, prominent in my mind, especially at the tight end position.
One of his, I think, what was his name was Third Leg Greg? Was his name Third Leg Greg?
Well,
Scary Weather was in it.
Yeah, Scary Weather.
Scary Weather.
Mm-hmm. Third Leg Greg, his name was.
And John Beeson.
Oh, he was a beast, man. Yeah, he was a beast linebacker.
That's fun. We got to listen to that.
Yeah, we do.
We'll put it out on Insta. We want to hear what you guys say in the crowd. Rob, what would your rap name be?
Kind of think. I've said it plenty of times before. It's kind of easy, basic. Robbie G, the one and only. I mean, right?
Robin G.
Robbie G.
The one and only?
Yeah. Robbie G, the one and only.
Robbie
kind of
G.
a long name, though. So maybe that's not it.
Rap name. I think my name would be...
like the Julester?
Nah, it'd be...
The Squirrelster?
Young Squirrel J.
Young Squirrel J. I want a better name now. Rabbit G, the one and only. Is too long. Come on, Jules. What
I
would it
just
be?
went 3. Young Squirrel J.
Yeah, that's quick and easy, right to the point.
Young Big Piece.
Yeah, Young Big Piece.
You just throw young in front of anything. It could be
Mr. Big Piece.
Young Big Piece.
Because I carry
Or
a
Mr.
massive gun with me. I'm dangerous.
It's loaded.
Yeah, it's loaded. It's National Tight End Day. People want to rob me. All
All
right.
right, we got a rap name generator to find the perfect rap name for Rob.
All right.
What's your favorite TV character?
We'll go with SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Oh, this is going to be a gangster name.
Your real life first name?
Robert
Robert. Your real life last name?
Gronkowski.
The name of a criminal?
Whitey Bulger.
Whitey Bulger. Something really pleasant.
Bulldog. Because I have a French bulldog. So you can't write French bulldog. And you can't write the name Ralphie. You got to let them know. And bulldog's pretty aggressive because rappers like bulldogs. So this is going to be an aggressive name. I like it.
I like this. An adjective to describe you and your music.
Well, I want this name like gangster. I want it to be hard. So I would just say rap.
Rap. I like that.
Because we're going for a rap name anyway. So
and your
name
your
of
favorite childhood pet?
Junior.
Junior.
I had a dog. I had a dog named Junior. It was what are those dogs? A pug. Pug named Junior.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Bulldog Gronk.
I guess we're just sticking with the one and only. Robbie G, the one and only. I'm Robbie G, the one and only. If you don't know me, I'm sorry. If you want to, I don't want to say the rest because it's very inappropriate. That's why I stopped the first time.
Time's up. What kind of dude is Greg Olsen? Okay.
I mean, he's a freak, but he's not a freak.
He's not a freak.
He's kind of got that.
He's definitely a dude's dude.
He is a dude's dude.
He's definitely maybe a whiz.
He is a whiz as well because that knowledge. That's why he's such a great commentator.
And
that
was
was replaced by.
He was a first-round draft pick?
Yeah, he was a first-round draft pick to the Chicago Bears. Kind of a slow start. They traded him to the Panthers. But, everyone has a slow start when they get to the NFL. Not everyone, but a lot of guys do. But it's okay. He picked it up in Carolina. But
So what are the two that you're leaning on?
I'm going to go with Wiz, dude's dude. Kind of a stud in a way because he's a stud. He just owns whatever, he just owns
He looks
himself.
like a stud. Like
he does.
Blonde hair, 6'5", blue eye.
He is.
Like you see that javelin picture? He looks like he should be on a Wheaties box.
I want to go with Wiz though. We haven't had many Wizzes, and he's a whiz because of his knowledge and just the way he can explain anything, break down anything. To be able to get open in many circumstances on the field,
and
you got to be a smart player.
He was clutch for his team.
Yes.
He was clutch for his team.
A second-round pick in, I think, 2009.
Same man.
Sebastian Vollmer.
Sebastian Vollmer.
A.K.a. Seabass.
Seabass. Kick his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Start the clock. What does AI have to say about him?
Bum, bum, bum. AI. Let's see if AI knows anything about
Dusseldorf.
German people. Sebastian Vollmer was a prolific offensive tackle for the New England Patriots, known for his 6'8" frame and 320 pounds of strength.
Very strong.
Very tall, very tall. It made me feel like a dwarf.
Like a little boy.
Yeah. I was a little boy out there, actually. Over his career, he started 80 of his 88 games that he played, helping the Patriots win 2 Super Bowls, Super Bowl 49 and Super Bowl 51.
Heck yeah.
Born in Dusseldorf, Germany.
Dusseldorf.
Vollmer didn't start playing football until he was 14.
14?
14.
4. Yeah.
1-4.
9.
After retiring in 2016, he became a booming NFL broadcaster in Germany, often acting as a Patriots ambassador. Off the field, he's known for his down-to-earth personality and dedication to promoting football in his home country. And some fun facts real quick. Vollmer won a barbecue cook-off in his neighborhood. What a fun fact that is. Won a barbecue cook-off in his neighborhood. AI, man. AI, where did you pull that from? Oh, my gosh. He's an avid beekeeper. Oh, my gosh.
He's a beekeeper?
He ate all his honey. He ate all his honey.
That's why he's 6'8".
That is why he's 6'8" and freaking tosses up weight like it's nothing.
Nothing.
That's where I was going. And he once accidentally locked himself out of his own house while wearing only his underwear.
That's on AI?
What the heck? I think I love Sebastian even more. That's a Sebastian type move, though. That's a Seabass move right there.
Oh, my God. Seabass.
Oh, my God.
He was so large.
But he was so large and so strong, he could have probably just lifted up his own house. Like, Patrick on SpongeBob, how he just lifts up the rock in his house and goes in. He should have just lifted up his house, like threw it up in the air real quick and then went under it, and then he would have been fine.
We all used to live next to each other in that street.
Yeah, we did.
He could definitely probably lift that house up.
What was the name of that street again?
What was it?
Shea Lane.
Shea Lane.
No, I was Shea Lane.
I was on
Sebastian
Payson.
was Shea Lane, and then you were Payson, but you were like half a mile, if that, away from us.
Yeah, it was a bike ride away.
Yeah, bike ride.
Freaking Seabass. We were drafted in the same draft. He was such a big dude, and he was always really smart. Like, he always had really great questions to, like, Scarnecchio or Josh. I just remember him always being able to, like, hey, coach, but what if this happens on this and we're in this? Like, he had a really outgoing thought process of the game for someone who never grew up around the game.
Or really knew the game.
Yeah, he starts playing at 14. Yeah, you can start playing at 14, which is different than kids that start playing in 14 here, but it was so natural here.
Also, when he was playing at 14, it wasn't like real football he was playing. What league was that?
It's like club.
It was like some type of club football. It wasn't the same rules. Wasn't the same schemes. None of that. I mean, there was some similarities of the league that he was playing in when he started playing football, but it was nothing like American football.
I don't think so.
So where'd he go to? University
he went
of
to Houston,
where he had a pretty solid career there. And then the way he got to the Patriots, I'm pretty sure, like, the New England Patriots, they were looking for an offensive tackle at the time, to start for them or just to back up.
We needed someone, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he played in the East-West game.
East-West Shrine.
After being, in college at the University of Houston. And that's when he really got scouted by the Patriots. And I'm pretty sure the Patriots sent Dante Scarnecchio, one of the best offensive line coaches in the history of the game. No doubt about that. I mean, he's the reason to a lot of our success in New England. And what's wild is, like, he's tiny. Like, offensive line coaches are usually offensive linemen beforehand. Like, Dante Scarnecchio demanded a room. He was older, like 75, 70s. 5'10", 180 pounds, and he just lined up his offensive lineman like a drill sergeant and just controlled them like unbelievable.
I remember the first day of rookie camp, Scar yelling at Seabass, saying something like, "You guys, you fat pieces of shit, better start running. Because while you guys are out here bouncing around this league for 5-6 years, I'm going to have to work at Walmart because I'm going to get fired for not getting you to be able to play." It was like the first day of rookie OTAs. I'm like, oh, my God. I don't know if it was going to Seabass, but I was like, that was my welcome to the NFL moment. Like, holy shit.
And then they scouted Sebastian. They had a workout with him. I mean, I saw a clip
I think
of
Scar,
Dante.
he did his pro day.
He did his pro day, and he put him through a workout. And he said that, Sebastian was smart. He did everything that he was told. He picked up on everything. He picked up on the schemes right away. It's just showing how smart he was. And they also talked about how Sebastian learned the English language.
How was that, Rob?
And that was just watching American flicks.
Just American TV.
American TV. Man, I watch German TV, and my eyes are going to space faster than Michael Strahan went to space. This guy learned English.
How'd you learn English?
Oh, just learned it. Just growing up. Just did. I was around it a lot as a kid. Being around my mom, my dad, my brothers, friends.
What was your first word?
Mama. Mama.
Mine was Baba.
Mama. I wonder what Sebastian's first word was, because it's not mama. That's English.
Yeah.
What do you think it was?
It's probably like, Oma.
Oh.
Oma. Oma's grandma in like German. Oma.
You want to know what Bill Belichick once said too about Sebastian Vollmer?
What did he say?
Is that when Sebastian would utter things underneath his breath?
What, in like German or something?
Yeah, in German. Yes. He knew That it was never good. He knew it was never good.
That's a great observation, Coach Belichick. That's called scouting right there.
Yeah. Sebastian was athletic, great
Scheisse!
size. Hey, I'm scouting Sebastian right now, okay?
All right.
I know you're getting excited. He's athletic, great size. He was light on his feet. He has 36 to 38-inch arms, depending on the workout that he did that day. He's thick everywhere, dude. I'm telling you, he's thick. His calves, his quads, forearms, biceps, triceps, abs. He's thick. It's like he almost had a six-pack, but he didn't because he was so big. But he thick, thick boy, man.
But he
big
wasn't
boy.
fat.
No, he wasn't fat
He's always
at all.
well. Now he's like a bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
He's shredded. He looks so good right now.
He looks like a tight end.
He looks like if Van Damme was like 6'8".
Mm-hmm.
He's
He
that
does.
ripped right now.
He's got good feet.
He always had good feet. He was
Great
always
feet.
on balance.
I was working out with him. Brian's.
Yeah,
Where was
EPS.
it? EPS, yes. EPS, going into my second year in the league during the lockout,
Yeah.
right, the NFL lockout. We would always be working out there. I just remember him working out, and I was just amazed how strong he was. He took a 140-pound dumbbell, just went right on the bench, grabbed the other one just like this, that easy, and just started tossing it up for a set of 10. 140-pound dumbbells for a set of 10. Like it was nothing.
The Germans have particular beer that makes them very strong.
Yeah, well, then let me keep drinking, Jules, because I want to be very strong like Sebastian. And if he was drinking beer to make him strong, I need another beer. Fill me up, please. I already had one. I want one more.
I got you.
While you fill me up, how about the time when Coach Belichick put him out there and he's told Sebastian Vollmer, hey, if you catch this punt, we're done for the day. Everyone's off practice.
Hey, that's
No
clutch.
meetings. What happened? What did Sebastian do?
He caught a punt.
He
and
caught a punt.
He gave us training camp. That was early in our career.
Mm-hmm. It was. That was I think my rookie year or my second year in the league. I think it was my second year. But that was great. Seabass, thank you for coming through. I'll remember it, for the rest of my life that you got me off meetings that night. Thank you. Amen. Because those meetings are way too long.
His first start in 2009 was that Tennessee Titans game where it snowed in October 15th or something like that. He was replacing Matt Light, who was starting. I think he got banged up. We didn't give up a sack. It was his first game in. Pressure was on. Young football player from Germany and helps give up 0 sacks, and we blew out the Tennessee Titans that game.
What, 59-0?
It was 59-0.
You want to know why you guys, won that game 59-0 and why Tom threw 8 touchdown passes
In the first quarter.
Because he was very comfortable that Sebastian Vollmer was his left tackle.
He was comfortable. Just like we were all comfortable when Coach Belichick said, hey, Sebastian Vollmer, if you catch this punt right here on this windy day at training camp when we've been running you guys for 15 straight days into the ground, not a day off, full pads, twice a day. If you catch this punt, I'm going to give you guys meetings off tonight. But we will have practice tomorrow, but you guys will have meetings off tonight. And what did he do? He caught the punt when he didn't have meetings.
He caught the punt so I could go home and do this quicker. We got to give him a little bit more credit in his broadcasting career because he has made a name for himself in the country of Germany because he's bringing the game and a lot of awareness of American football and bringing it over. And he's doing a great job to translate it. I see a lot of things. He translates English to German.
Translator, yeah.
To help people in that country understand the game. So he's doing a great job expanding and having an unbelievable role like that.
Without a doubt, he's making the game bigger. He probably loves his home country.
He does.
And he loves football.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great for him to be able to share the game that he's loved with the people where he's from. That's some beautiful stuff.
It's beautiful, like Europe. It is beautiful, like Poland actually. Poland's beautiful, and that's why Sebastian's so beautiful as well because Poland's right near Germany. It might connect, but I don't think it does.
I think they touch. They
touch. That's why we just sympathize for each other, and we have so much connection because I'm a Polak, he's German, and we just have that tightness. We feel each other, we understand each other, and he's just a good guy. I'm a good guy, and I'm just gonna keep drinking and just keep getting emotional because I'm blacked out. It's a beer and a half, Jules.
Time.
All right. What is he? You ready? You ready? I just broke out of it.
You were in it.
I was in it.
What kind of dude is Sebastian Vollmer?
Is he stud.
He is pretty studly. If you think about it, a guy that came from, he's probably one of the badass dudes from his country, never played our country's most famous sport, most popular sport, and comes in and becomes a fucking damn good football player. All right, on three, you say what you think he is. I'll say what I think he is.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Whiz. Yeah, baby. Give me some. Give me some.
Obviously,
Give me some.
we know him. We played with him, so we're going to be on the same page of what he is. I mean, he's definitely a whiz. If you think about it, to be able to come out of high school from Germany to go to a university in America and play American football, learn the language through TV, be as smart as he was on the field. You never saw Emmy from Sebastian Vollmer. Like, he's for sure a whiz. Clutch, catching the punt for us to get us the night off of meetings. Like, he was the guy. He's a whiz for sure.
You said it all, Jules. You said it all. He is a whiz. Guy smart as can be. Picked up the schemes, one of the hardest blocking schemes in all football. Just like that.
I think he picked up English better than you and I speak it.
No, he sure has. And if you ask him, he would agree to that as well.
He definitely would.
He'd be like, I love those two, but they cuckoo. They cuckoo. That's what he would say.
Is that very crazy?
Yeah. I love them. I love them. We love you, Seabass. First guy we'll be doing today in this Oklahoma-Alabama rivalry. Is it really a rivalry?
It's about to be.
It's about to, because Oklahoma, what? Did they just move into the SEC? Can you explain what's going down in college? Because I'm not truly up to date with all these new conferences, with teams moving from one conference to another. So can you just explain to everyone out there? Because I thought Oklahoma was in the Big 12, but now you're saying they're in the SEC. Yeah. Can you update me, please, Jules?
Yeah, conference realignment this year because of the bracket. There's going to be a 16-game playoff and a lot of money. There's going to be a lot of money. So now UT, Texas is in the SEC. Oklahoma's in the SEC, which is outrageous, but also freaking cool because it's not a rivalry yet. But this could turn into a rivalry. Oklahoma versus Alabama is something we rarely see, but we're going to get to see it now, every year. So I think it's awesome. The money's going to be big for these conferences. But the matchups, man, college football has been so exciting this year, watching Oregon get to play Ohio State and these teams that you only got to see once every blue moon play each other in like bowl games that now like you're getting to see powerhouse top 5 programs play each other that you didn't get to see before. I think it's awesome.
That is awesome. Thank you for clarifying that. The University of Arizona is now in the Big 12. I feel like they replaced, Oklahoma. I went to the University of Arizona. Here's a little fun fact. The University of Arizona whomped the University of Oklahoma last year in the Sun Bowl, giving us one of our best bowl wins of, the history of University of Arizona football.
Hell yeah, let's go Wildcats.
Give it up to the Wildcats. So far, not doing so great this year, but, had to bring up some positives since we're talking about Oklahoma, and we beat Oklahoma last year. But let's get back to it. Let's talk about Kyler Murray, the #1 pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Kyler Murray.
He's a good-looking dude, man. Look at that headband. He's slick.
He's like...
Looks like an athlete. That's
swaggy.
For sure. Yeah, swaggy. That's it right there.
He's like real swaggy.
He's a swaggy captain.
He is.
Yeah, he really is.
Let's start the clock. What's AI got to say about him?
All right.
Kyler
Murray. We always start with AI.
AI.
The AI description of Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a dynamic NFL quarterback known for his elite dual threat ability, excelling both as a passer and a runner. AI so far is totally spot on.
Spot on.
Drafted first overall by the Arizona Cardinals in 2019, he has earned a Pro Bowl selection and Offensive Rookie of the Year honors.
Wow.
Murray has thrown for over 13,000 yards and 84 touchdowns in his first 4 seasons, while also rushing for over 2,000 yards and 23 touchdowns.
Joker makes plays.
That's dynamic right there.
Joker makes plays.
Before the NFL, he starred. Yeah, he starred. I was going to say stared. But it's starred.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah. Before the NFL, he starred at Oklahoma, Jules. Where he probably was also staring at things as well in this fan, and in the bleachers and up in the stadium.
Oklahoma,
right?
I heard
Oklahoma,
it's nice.
They got some beautiful ladies, I hear. So he was probably staring. Yeah, that's just what I hear. All right, back to it. Before the NFL, he starred at Oklahoma, where he won the Heisman Trophy in 2018, and after transferring from Texas A&M. See, I didn't know that.
Texas A&M.
How long was he at Texas A&M for?
I think 2 years.
You don't even know. Let's get back to AI.
2015.
Just 1 year, and then he transferred to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Off the field, Murray is known for his calm demeanor, love for video games, and the rare distinction of being drafted in both the NFL and MLB.
Fucking AI's got him like in video games.
Mhm.
AI's on point.
AI
is on point.
AI is kind of a video game, so they definitely need to get that in.
Yeah, it's just crazy
Yeah.
that even computers know that.
All right.
Kyler Murray
What
loves
team was
them.
he drafted by, Jules?
What do you, Arizona Cardinals?
No. In the MLB.
Oh, in the MLB?
By the MLB.
What
What MLB team? Nope.
Was it,
All right, I'll give you a clue. They're moving in the next year or two to a different city.
Oakland A's.
Yes, the Oakland A's, your
He went to
hometown.
Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland A's.
Now I wasn't an A's fan, Rob. I wasn't an A's fan, but
You're a Giants fan.
I was a Giants fan. But the A's hat was always cool, and I mean, I went to one A's game, and I think there was 14 people there,
You want to know what's crazy is there was 14 people there.
and they went to the playoffs.
Yeah, they did go to the playoffs. Wait, this year?
No, the year I went, I was like a little kid.
But there was 14 people there like in the last 3 years at every game.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we're going to, go to Vegas." Which makes sense. You're getting 14 people a game. You need to keep the organization going, the money flowing. It's a business.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden everyone starts complaining that they're moving. It's like, "Wait a second. Like you're not even going to any of the games."
Yeah, but Oakland, it's a tough thing in Oakland.
You're from there, so let's hear it. Jules.
The city doesn't want to. They don't want to do new stadium, and I feel bad for the people in Oakland because they've lost all their teams. Raiders aren't there no more, and the A's are leaving. They love their sports. It's unfortunate, but like you said, it's a business.
You want to know what's going on?
What?
Steph Curry stealing all the fandom.
Well, they left too. They used to be in Oakland, and then they went to San Francisco. So like everyone has left Oakland.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When did they switch?
They switched probably like 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Just like over the bridge? Or
Yeah,
like,
literally. They
like
went right by
5
Pac-12.
miles away.
Probably like 3. Not
3
even.
miles away. Dang, what's going on in Oakland? Marshawn, come on, you got to run for governor in Oakland.
We gotta
baby.
get.
We need you, Marshawn.
Mayor would.
Mayor,
mayor,
governor
would be
of-
good.
yeah.
I'll take mayor.
I don't think there's a governor of a city.
No,
There's a governor of a
that'd
state.
be- or what's
Yeah,
his
well,
name,
we need
Newsom?
him to run for mayor
Gavin.
of Oakland.
And actually, Marshall has a podcast with him.
All right, back to Kyler Murray, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here's some fun facts. AI spitting out fun facts now. Kyler Murray is the first athlete to be drafted in the first round of both the NFL and MLB.
Stud.
He has a deep love for video games and is an avid player of Call of Duty, often streaming on platforms like Twitch.
Dialed.
Mm-hmm.
Kid is dialed. I've seen him shoot out a bunch of sweaty little tryhards. I've watched his Twitch stream. Kid is good. The kid is dialed, and he's accurate on the field. He's accurate on the map.
Is he like as good as like one of those like
He's fucking good.
video gamers like what's his name, like Ninja?
You
know who Ninja is?
Yeah, I know Ninja. I know the FaZe Clan guys.
Yeah. Is he like in that level?
He competes. He plays with them, and he holds zone, I think.
Kyler Murray kind of plays his game like after a video game too. Like, you know how Madden, like the quarterback runs all over the place? That's like what Kyler Murray does. Maybe it transfers.
I mean, he is a video game player.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like some like 5'10" high school kid that had Madden, you would put up all the stats. You'd make your guy still 5'10", but you'd put all your Madden guy stats up to 99 at 5'10", and that's what Kyler Murray looks like on the football field. Like 99 speed, 99 arm, 99 quickness.
What about his elusiveness?
When we were watching the film, you think he looks like Johnny Manziel.
He does. He kind of looks like Manziel when he was in college at Texas A&M.
Because
they both started at Texas A&M.
Is it the back thing?
Yeah, they both like run kind of straight up. They're both the same height, and their feet both like pitty patter like that.
Yeah.
But Kyler Murray is at another level of speed and elite quickness, and kind of like take Johnny Manziel, what he was doing in college, and then you throw him on the Cardinals and make him into Kyler Murray, and they kind of played a similar way.
Similar. I just think Kyler is in a whole nother category.
Oh, no, 100%.
The speed, But I see
they have the same body type.
They did
same movement,
the
same
movement,
form,
the same sprint movement. I can see we were watching in the sauna. You were like, look, it looks like Johnny Manziel. I'm like, kind of does look like Johnny Manziel.
All right, one more fun fact. Despite being one of the shortest starting quarterbacks in NFL history at 5'10", how tall are you, Jules?
I'm 5'10".
All right, so he's the same exact height as you. Can you imagine yourself behind, the line at 5'10", throwing passes?
When you watch his film, he's got such great feet. He'll take like a 7-step drop out of a freaking shotgun snap and dart it. Like he has really good. I couldn't imagine it. That's why he's a one of one. This guy's freaky because like he's 5'10". He doesn't play small. He can play within the pocket, but he changes the game. He moves the pocket a lot. But sometimes he makes those big plays in the pocket because he has such an arm. I really think he's like a Madden player. He's almost unfair, like when you played GoldenEye when you were a kid and someone would be Odd Job. Remember Odd Job?
I do. He was tiny and he was kind of like wider.
Yeah.
But he would just like crawl all over the place.
And he could get in the vents.
Yes.
And you could never see him. And he had automatic headshot every time.
Yeah, he
automatic
did.
Headshot because his gun level was higher. So it was so much easier.
He had the golden gun at all times because he was so accurate.
I'm telling you, Kyler Murray's hot job, bro. Unfair.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, he's accurate on the move. He has exceptional vision. Even being at 5'10", just watching his film, I mean, he can make every throw in the game. He can do the deep ball, lead the wide receiver so he can get underneath it so the receiver can turn his jets on and go out and get the ball and outrun the defender. Also, the back shoulder, too. That's what I was really impressed with Kyler Murray was his back shoulder throws. I mean, half of the deep balls were back shoulder throws. The way, just how quick his feet are is just incredible. It's like boom, 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 boom. Like even when he's dropped,
little Speedy Gonzalez.
Even when he's backpedaling in the pocket, boom, 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 boom. And he's right when he gets like his 7-step and he plants on his back foot, boom, the ball is out. And he's reading the defenders like no other and gets it out to the guy that he needs to get it out to. So he can do it all. He can do it all in the pass game, and then he can do it all in the run game.
He anticipates really great also because of his height. Like you watch him and he'll throw before a guy's out of his break like it's a perfect throw.
Wasn't he a Heisman
winner?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he won the Heisman.
He won the Heisman. He dominated in college.
When he was at Oklahoma, they didn't win it all, though. They weren't national champions, were they? But they were in the mix of it.
They're in the mix. Lincoln Riley, I believe, right? Lincoln Riley over there. Have you ever met Kyler?
I never met Kyler before, man. Never met him in my life. Not even been in the same vicinity as him before. Usually, like, with every athlete, met him real quick or been, like, at a party with them. Like, this is one guy I just never seen. Maybe he's just so quick. I just never seen him when he's at the party.
Maybe he don't go out. He's back at home gaming.
Yeah, he's playing those games. What is it, Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. I mean, he's on FaZe Clan. I think he joined FaZe Clan, right?
He partnered with Call of Duty. He was on like Call of Duty, I think Black Ops 6 ad campaign. I mean, I was a Call of Duty guy back in the day. I'm actually the guy that loves to play Del Reese. Zombies on Call of Duty. You ever play it?
I played little Zombies.
Del Reese. Oh, Zombies is my favorite.
That was a while back.
I used to run home my 4th year in the NFL, and I used to run home right at 3:30, right when we got out of meetings. I would run home, and I would start playing Zombies, and we would start at 3:45, and we would probably play until about 9:30 at night. And like you would get the level like 38, and it takes like 3 hours, and then you get killed, and then you just get so mad you would restart, and then you would have to get back to level 38. And it takes another 3 hours to do it, but you got to get past level 38 this time. So you're like automatically playing Zombies 6-7 hours every night.
I was like that with like when Fortnite first came out. I mean, we all like the game, and it's a good outlet for an athlete because it keeps you out of trouble, honestly. If you go home and game, like I know he gets a bad rap, and I thought it was kind of crazy that they had to put in his contract. Like he had to watch film and stuff. You don't want that. From your quarterback, but this is a new generation quarterback. You never know. What a guy does on his downtime, if he gets all his work in, is whatever.
That's like the least thing you got to worry about, too. Like the guy's playing too many video games. Like, let's put it in his contract that he has to study this much amount of film before he can leave the building or whatever it was, because he's going to go home. Like, imagine if the guy was going out, getting in trouble, out at the club till 3 a.m., then that's a problem. I mean, he's going home to play video games, and video games, like when you get lost in video games, it's actually like one of the best feelings in the world. Like when I was playing Zombies, I'm telling you, like nothing else mattered in my life. Like if I had a bad game that week, it didn't matter. I had like 400 kills. I killed 400 zombies. I'm saving the world. Like didn't matter what football was going.
It's an outlet for you to hang with the boys, talk with your friends, like not have to think about stuff. It's a way for you to get lost. And I understand it. So LeBron when he came out, he's a top 100 Madden player.
I guess so. I mean, that's his claim to fame of playing Madden. He doesn't need any claim to fame, but claim the fame of playing Madden. I don't know if he's really a top 100 player. He's never posted anything. Usually, if you're that good, you're always posting.
Is he posting?
So,
Rob, I think
is he posting? Has he posted?
He posts all the time.
Is someone playing for him? I just feel like
I just feel
like he's not a top 100.
I bet you LeBron's dirty. Who wins LeBron versus Kyler?
Who wins? I think Kyler Murray wins because Kyler Murray had a clause in his contract that he has to study film before he can go home because he wanted to play video games that bad.
So who wins in 2K, LeBron or Kyler?
Kyler.
So you think Kyler's beating LeBron hands
when
down?
You're that good at Call, when you're that good at Call of Duty, his finger
dexterity,
exactly. It transfers over to every video game.
Yeah,
when you're good at one, when you're the best at one, you can play every other video game.
Well, the thing is, LeBron is in our age. He's like around my age, and we started with 3 buttons. When you're on Sega or Nintendo, that's 3 buttons. Kyler Murray's like 22 or something. How old's Kyler? 28? 26?
26.
He started on like
25?
Dreamcast, so he's been using all his little fingers on all those little computers. And he's probably a keyboard guy. He's I bet you he's keyboard as fuck.
Does he have a clutch gene? He does.
He had that Hail Mary, right?
Yeah, he had that
He threw the Hail Mary to D-Hop.
Yeah.
Does he have a playoff win?
I think he has a clutch gene, but he
doesn't have a playoff win. You can't have clutch gene in the NFL until you
but he has like a clutch gene in regular season. He makes plays.
He does.
The clutch gene is him making plays at any given time. He does not have that clutch gene and getting that team to the next level.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how hard it is in the NFL to get that team
to
the next
win.
level? It's hard to win. There's other great quarterbacks, other great teams out there, but he does have a clutch gene to make big plays. And you want to know something else about the Arizona Cardinals? They're not a consistent team. They're not going to the playoffs. He doesn't have a playoff win, but they're a team that can upset any other team any given Sunday, I feel.
Dangerous. Mm-hmm. They are the dangerous team. And it's because of Kyler Murray. If everyone plays well on their team and Kyler's got it going, they're hard to beat. Mm-hmm. Going through coaching change now, you're trying to redo the roster, revamp the roster. Mm-hmm. It's tough.
They got some guys. Marvin Harrison Jr., I love him. I mean, those two are going to be a duo for a while.
But they've been struggling to get him the ball. How about that Hail Mary, the Hail Murray in 2020 COVID season?
I see what you did there.
Hail Murray.
Hail Murray.
Where he went back and he threw it, and D-Hop came down you got that picture of D-Hop's big old hands snagging that football. What a crazy! It was voted the play of the year that year. Mm-hmm. Was it in the ESPYs or something?
11 seconds left, 43 yards. The throw was, and it was to beat the Bills.
Yeah.
They were down by how many?
They were down 23-9 in the third.
And they came back.
But getting back to last play, what's the key to stopping a last play, Hail Mary?
Well, first off, it has to be a Hail Mary because if it's not and you put a guy like myself in, then the Miami Miracle happens. I mean.
Open field tackle?
Yeah, open field tackle. That's not a Hail Mary, though. So let's get back on the Hail Mary. The key to defending a Hail Mary. My quads were hurting that day, okay? They were tired. I had a couple catches that game. It was a bad year, okay? We won the Super Bowl that year. It's okay.
6'6" guy in open field with 30. That's so hard. You can't do that.
I wanted to freaking tackle him, though. That would have been the highlight of my career.
What do you think you had to do to tackle him?
Not slip. I kind of slipped.
You got to scallop. As Scotty O'Brien would say, you got to scallop. Scallop and gather. Don't stop your feet. Keep your feet moving and then break.
Well, I didn't do any of that. Let's get back to the Hail Mary because I've defended one of them before. And the key to defending a last-second play is, first off, you got to get a wide receiver, the biggest guy on your team out there that's athletic, kind of like a Randy Moss.
You used to be Moss and then turned into Rob.
Then it turned into myself. And you just got to go up there. You're not even trying to, intercept the ball. You just want to get a hand on it. If you get a hand on it, the play is going to be completely over, and you're trying to smack it down as well. Yeah. You don't want to smack it up in the air because then it can go anywhere, and then anyone can catch it at any given time. Just go up, jump as high as you can, kind of try to push another defender down because they're not really going to call flag on that play. I mean, it's kind of like the known rule on a Hail Mary, and just swat that thing as high as you can, kind of like you're swatting a fly out of the air, like whoop, whoop, whoop. And then game's over.
Game is. I just got an epiphany of like Rob playing beach volleyball and just slamming a ball down in someone's face. You play beach
GRONK
volleyball?
spiking. I love beach volleyball.
You're probably nasty.
You know, I got to play more beach volleyball.
I don't play.
Me neither. I mean, I love it. I used to play. I mean, I played probably 5 times in my life, and I loved it every time. Beach volleyball is cool, but the thing about beach volleyball is, like, the competition is always real.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're going to go out there and it's going to be beginners, you know, playing beach volleyball. It's always people that are, like, legit volleyball players that legitly play on a daily basis, or they formerly played in college. You got to be ready. You got to practice. Like, we should do one-on-one for a little bit.
You keep your head on a swivel.
Or else you're going to get the ball spiked right off your face.
Right on your nose. Straight Meet the Falkers.
No, what's that movie?
Meet the Parents.
No, where that volleyball is going to become your best friend. It's just going to spike off. Yeah, Castaway.
Castaway.
Yeah, Castaway. Wilson. You and that volleyball.
We should put you in the Olympics in 4 years. Start training you for volleyball.
Wow, I would do really good.
Here in LA.
Everyone else is 6'7", 6'8", and they're really good at volleyball. Well, why would I be on the team? Oh, I know why. I can stand on my third leg, and then I'm 7'2". And then I just put my hands over the net. Yeah.
You'd be a great blocker.
Yeah, great blocker.
Time.
All right, well, what kind of dude is Kyler Murray? I mean, Jules, it's been 21 minutes.
I know.
And we still haven't gotten down to the point. Right. Is he a stud? You know, his athleticism, his football IQ's there, his pedigree of the game is there. Is he a freak? Which he kind of is a freak, just how fast he is and how elusive he is.
He's freaky.
He's freaky, 100 million% for especially his height and what he was gifted with.
Dude.
You know? Dude.
Didn't he do a trip or something in LA recently?
Possibly, yeah. A trip where I think, he invited like 10 of his teammates out.
Yeah.
Got a chef. Got some massages.
Rented a mansion in Bel Air.
Ran some routes in the backyard.
He's like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Team bonding.
That's tight. We never really did team bonding trips.
No, we didn't.
We did here and there, Montana. We would do like random routes.
We would do random route team trips. It was Tom just calling you up. Hey, let's run some routes. It's the off season. Let's make sure we still got it and we can maintain. And it would just be out of nowhere, and we would do it wherever we are.
Wherever.
UCLA, the freaking grass field in the middle of the woods in freaking Massachusetts.
The thing that pissed me off, though, like Tom would find like a 60-yard patch of grass that's like, oh, it's grass. We could just run routes here. And sometimes it'd be the most uneven grass, and you're over here like, Tom, we gotta sprint on this stuff. We're like, this is like putting a Formula One car on a fucking gravel pit. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is not what we're,
Or a monster truck in the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
He's not, it doesn't belong. It doesn't belong.
The Grand Canyon's going to eat up the monster truck. That's the only time the monster truck loses.
But yeah, team bond. Yeah. That's real. I like that. I like hearing that. So that means he's kind of dude's dude.
He is a dude's dude.
All right.
Especially to all the video gamers too.
On a count of 3, you say what you think he is, and I'll say what I think he is.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whiz.
Freak.
What'd you say?
I said freak. And you said whiz.
I said whiz.
But he can only be one.
So he's not a freak, or he is a whiz?
I mean, he is a whiz. I mean, he's a dual sport athlete. So obviously you got to be super smart to know the inside and out of both games and to be that good.
I bet you he can write code.
But that's freaky as well. That's freaky.
He can write code.
Oh, write code. Yeah,
he plays video games on keyboard. He's a whiz.
We're talking athleticism, though, athletic-wise.
Yeah, he's a freak.
How
he's
is he as a football player?
But he's not like 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
he's
you're
not
right.
Cam Newton.
And everyone that's 5'10" is that fast and can move like that.
At the quarterback position, he's elite.
If he was moving like that at my size, then that's freaky.
Because of his athletic speed and his ability to throw, he's so innovative. He's part of that whole innovative running quarterback that like everyone's trying to get now.
Fine, you convinced me, Jules. Let's try again now. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Whiz! There we go.
He's a freak.
No, you said whiz, didn't you? You said freak?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I screamed whiz so loud I didn't hear you. So that means whiz wins.
No, he's a whiz. He's a whiz.
Why you got to mess with me like that? All right, who do we got? AFC North. They're
first guy
powerhouses.
we're going.
Tough division, tough defenses, and we just owned them all because we're tough players. No, we didn't own them. We battled them, though. It was war.
For the Steelers, we're going to go with Troy Polamalu, greatest hair.
Troy Polamalu.
Oh, my Tasmanian devil.
All right, let's see what
what
the
is what is
synopsis
I
is.
gotta say? Start the clock.
On Troy Polamalu. Troy Polamalu, a 5'10", 200-pound safety, spent his entire NFL career with the Pittsburgh Steelers after being drafted 16th overall in the 2003 NFL Draft. I was born in 1989, so I was 14 years old when he was drafted into the NFL. That's just a cool
14.
fun fact out there. So you were probably, 16, 17?
Yeah.
He was known for his explosive style, nose for the ball, uncanny instincts, and trademark flowing hair. He finished his career with 32 interceptions, 783 tackles, and 3 defensive touchdowns. He was an 8-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and won the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 2010.
Wow.
That was my rookie season.
Second year.
Solidifying his status as one of the most versatile and disruptive safeties in the game. He was named to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2020. Well, let me tell you this, Jules. Here's another fun fact. In 2010, when he was all-pro safety and I was a rookie, I scored 3 touchdowns versus that defense. So I scored 3 touchdowns versus an all-pro safety, baby, that year in 2000. No, NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 2010. It necessarily wasn't on him. He wasn't covering me, but still, he was still on the defensive side of the ball. And I forgot he was the Defensive Player of the Year, too, in 2010. Maniac. Love him. The Tasmanian Devil.
He really is. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area, so there was a lot of Polynesian people in my communities. Like, my high school football team was like probably 60% Polynesian, either Samoan or Tongan or Hawaiian. Anytime there was a Polynesian football player that was a stud in our circles, they were like gods. Like, it was when I was real young, it was Junior Seau, and then it became Troy Polamalu, who he was like the god of all gods for all these dudes. That he was just a fucking maniac on the field. He was like the nicest dude. He used to hit guys and do little prayers afterwards because he was so nice-souled. I just remember always loving this guy because of all the polys in my neighborhood.
Did he ever hit you and then just kind of prayed over you, Julian? Has that ever happened?
I remember I had to block him a couple times, and I did catch a ghost route on him once, but then he leveraged me out of bounds. He never blew me up or anything. He was one of those, once again, in that Cam Chancellor category where he's a polite competitor. He never really talked shit. He was kind of all about his business, and that's how I felt when I played against him.
Those are the guys you don't want to tick off either.
Never.
I mean, they're already so good and so fierce playing on the field, but they're also so nice. So imagine you just tick them off. You bring them to that next level where they're not nice anymore. Imagine just their amplifyingness. There's amplifyingness.
They're amplifying.
Yes, amplifyingness. There we go, baby. Just imagine how much more that would be, how much more those hits would hurt if you tick him off. What I loved about him, he was a ball hawk, bro, out in the field.
Always.
He was always around the ball, no matter what the situation was. He was a deep safety. And let me tell you, he was in the backfield more than he was back in his own backfield on the defensive side of the ball, making sacks, making tackles for losses. And what I really loved about him, too, just knew how to jump the snap.
Yeah.
Better than anyone.
He time snaps. There's probably 5-6 plays of him jumping over the line of scrimmage on a 4th and 1 and grabbing the quarterback and getting a head start for the QB sneak. He was just a guy that knew the football, always around the football, blew up screens. He was played in the box always. He was tough in the run game. He was a great blitzer. I would say he's a top 3 blitzer blitzing safety of all time.
Never, rarely missed a tackle. Do you think he could have played receiver because just the way that he was such a ball hawk and the ball skills that he possessed?
Probably because he would have been a great slot. He knows coverage, and those guys, he's very instinctive with space in the field. He always made tough catches. Mm-hmm. It's different when the ball is coming to you, but who are the other top blitzers you think?
Jamal Adams was a really good blitzer.
That
a more recent guy who he was vicious, he was strong, he was a bulldozer coming through the middle.
He tossed me out the club a few times.
Yeah, I saw that. I was right there.
Remember that?
Yeah, I mean, but you didn't back down, dude. And he was a young buck. You were hurting. Yeah. I remember you were hurting, but you still gave it to him. He could come in. He had
But
a
he would
vicious
take himself
shoulder.
out the play.
He would take himself out of the
He
play.
would literally blow me up. Like, I go in to get the force, and he would blow me up. We would run for 15 right by him. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what makes Troy Polamalu so great is that he would make those guesses and he would blow up the play, but he's also making the play.
Yeah.
He's not missing. And if he does miss, he's forcing the play to go back inside or to go outside or wherever he needs it to go, so then his teammates can make the play because of what he did to force that play to go where it was going. Just a wizard with the knowledge of the game. Unbelievable, dude, in coverage.
These safeties, especially in this division, AFC North, they were like fun football players to watch. When you watched Troy Polamalu or like an Ed Reid or these were the guys that we played against and that are from our generation, so we know these guys. But you could say that about like the Ronnie Lotts of the back days, the Atwells, the Lynches. When you always had great safety like play, it was like fun guys to watch. Interceptions, big hits, fumble recoveries. He just did it all, and he was like a heartbeat a lot of those great defenses Pittsburgh Steelers had.
I went to high school, actually, my senior year in Pittsburgh. I'm all pro or all state, whatever, defensive end. So I get invited to this, Pittsburgh gala for high school football athletes. And then who's there? Troy Polamalu, who's up on the stage. It's a dinner. Everyone's recognized. And then Troy Polamalu gives a speech. An unbelievable speech. What a guy. What a guy. About faith, about doing the right thing, all the good stuff. Gets a round of applause. Absolutely loved in Pittsburgh, this guy. I loved him. Who didn't love Troy Polamalu? No. Even when I was facing him, I loved him. I'm sitting there, though.
Wait.
I'm sitting there, though, just like looking at the best safety in the game, one of the best safeties in the game. And I'm in high school. And I'm sitting there, and he's giving the speech, round of applause. And I just literally want to go up to him and tell him, hey, I'm Rob Gronkowski. I'll be seeing you in a couple years.
You wanted to say that?
I wanted to say that to him.
How does hair look?
It was good. Looks exactly how it was every single day that he was playing.
He always
all the way to this day. Great hair. Unbelievable. So just full circle moment. It was just unbelievable. I said it to a couple buddies. I'm going to face Troy Polamalu. And then 4 years later, I'm facing Troy Polamalu, man. So I just thought that was a cool moment, just kind of putting it into perspective, kind of manifesting this guy who's a legend who's speaking to me when I was in high school that I'm going to go versus him one day. And it happened. And it was really cool because then I did go versus him. Can you ask me what happened on a play when I went versus him?
What did you do in your rookie year when you played him?
Oh, I scored 3 touchdowns versus Steelers my rookie year, but it wasn't versus Troy Polamalu. The play I'm talking about was my second year in the NFL. I did an in-cut, caught the ball. Troy Polamalu went to tackle me. He jumped on my back, and I brought him for a ride for 5 freaking yards. Troy Polamalu went for a ride. It was like the Tom Brady going for a ride when that touchdown. But Troy Polamalu trying to tackle me. I got an extra 5-6 yards, and I'm still waiting for him to, give me that change for the ride. When you put the quarter in. Yeah, tip.
You're like, what do you
change where the horsey goes, giddy up, horsey. Like he was giddy up, horsey.
What did he say?
The Gronky's back.
He played.
I don't think he said anything. He played really hard.
Maybe he inspired you with that speech to manifest yourself to go. While he was saying that speech, you're like, I'm gonna go against him one day. Hopefully,
not hopefully. I was going to go against him one day.
Wow.
Jules, I know you're a guy about looks and scruffing up your beard and making sure you got the right gel to put your hair exactly where it needs to be placed. But what do you think about the greatest hair in the game, Troy Polamalu's?
I mean, he had the best hair. Anyone that was on the Head and Shoulders, he'd been on Head and Shoulders commercials for probably about 15 years. I swear. I mean, him and Patrick Mahomes.
But I got another question. Having hair like that, like Troy had hair, does that make you look stronger, faster, and bigger?
It makes you look meaner.
It does.
It makes you look like a fucking warrior, bro. I could just see him doing the goddamn haka when I see that hair coming out the back helmet.
And talking about Polynesians as well, and the haka, is it just me? But are all Polynesians just strong as heck right out of the wound? Like they come out, like they don't even have to work out. Like they'll go up.
But they do work out.
They do, but they don't even have to. And they'll just go up and they'll toss up 400 on the bench press like it's nothing. You can't move Polynesians, man. They're so strong and they got so much base to the ground.
Yeah.
Like they're attached, like their legs are in the ground, it feels like when you try to block them.
Vita Vea, he was fucking just
massive, 360 pounds. You can't move that guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, no, they're just strong humans.
Mm-hmm.
When I had Laird Hamilton, when he talked about the Polynesians and stuff, he's Hawaiian and stuff. Like, they're just cool people. They're very like traditioned and stuff about their traditions. Time.
Troy Polamalu. What kind of dude is Troy? Is he a stud, a freak, dog, whiz, or a dude's dude?
Oh man, he
Mm-hmm.
he can hit a
What do
couple
you think,
of these.
Jules? I mean, he's definitely a whiz. I mean, the knowledge of the
He's
game.
also a dog.
In order to be in the backfield, basically half of the plays
Yeah.
and make the plays and be able to time up the snap count and be able to jump the snap count. I mean, you got to know the game to another level. And also to be able to have that coverage that he has, the range in zone was just phenomenal. You got to be smart.
When yeah, I agree with you. He's definitely a whiz to me as well. The amount of screen plays that he blew up, just instinctively reading the offensive lineman, like you watch his highlight film, he blew up so many screens, pick screens. He also had great zone coverages, like you said. He just felt like he was everywhere on the field. And that's like very innovative. And he's like just a wizard with how he was around, man.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whiz, stamp, whiz. All right, it's out there. It's in the mailbox. There's a stamp like all over this piece of mail, but it's well known that he's a whiz, okay?
Ink stamp.
You can't get it off. It's like when it's on your skin,
Yeah,
you're just under the shower.
It's kind of like when you go to the bar.
Just washing it off like 50 times. Yeah, you come home and that ink, you're like, I don't want to show my
That's
mom
why
I was out.
Yeah.
And you're just under the sink for 10 minutes.
And then you have red marks, and she sees like, "Hey, what were you scrubbing on your
Is-
palm,
in
or
the-
what were you scrubbing on top?"
Or
of
is
your
that a
hand?"
hickey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You know him, you love him. The big guy with the red tie is back in the all-new Donkey Kong Bonanza game on Nintendo Switch 2 system.
In this brand new DK adventure, he's teaming up with talented singer Pauline as they explore a wild underground world.
He can punch through walls, carve tunnels, and rip up chunks of terrain on his non-stop quest for golden bananas.
Unleash your inner Kong in Donkey Kong Bonanza, available now. Rated 10 and up, only on Nintendo Switch 2. Game and system sold separately.
Born in New Orleans, Louisiana, he would go
It's
on
not
to
bad.
play college football at San Diego State, where he was a 2-time All-American. He played for the Indianapolis Colts, your favorite team, Julian, from 1994 to 1998, and the St. Louis Rams from 1999 to 2005. The greatest show on turf he was sure part of. Actually, he was the show on turf, baby. He was drafted as the, little trivia, as the what? Just take a guess, 1 through 4.
2.
Ding, ding, ding. You are correct. He was drafted as the 2nd overall pick in 1990, between 3 and 5.
4.
1994 NFL draft. That is correct. You're a genius, Jules.
Yeah.
He was widely regarded. No wonder why you could play freaking defense and offense at the same time.
No way.
He was widely regarded as one of the greatest running backs in NFL history. And in your mind, he was.
I think he's the greatest of all time.
There we go. He has your heart. He was known for his speed, power, and ability to excel both as a rusher and a receiver. He was named NFL MVP in 2000, 3 Offensive Player of the Year awards, and a Super Bowl championship. He was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011, which was my fantasy football season that I dominated. So Marshall Falk and I, we have a connection.
Oh.
2011.
Oh.
He went into the Hall of Fame 2011. I had my best fantasy football season, baby. Oh, we on the same page.
So we're on to Marshall Falk.
Oh, oops. I gave it away. I'm so sorry. Oh, he is still regarded as one of the best fantasy football running backs of all time, but fantasy football wasn't even that big in the 90s and 2000s, but he's still regarded as one of the best. That's how good he was, Jules.
We're on to Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk.
First thing that comes to mind when I think about Marshall Falk.
Is what, Jules? What comes to your mind? I know he has your heart. I know he's your favorite running back of all time. I know
Greatest
you
show
think
on turf.
he's the best running back of all time in your heart.
Dude, I think
Mm-hmm.
you watch Marshall Falk, he reminds you of Barry Sanders. And he also, like, he had the stop go. He was really good at cutting back. He had really great vision. He's bigger than what you thought. And then you throw in the pass game where he is the original. I mean, there's Roger Craig and those old West Coast, but he was like the original fucking personnel problem guy. Where, like, he got 1,000. I think he did the 1,000. He did that one time, but he had a lot of like 800, 900, 400, 5. Like he was a pivotal part of their pass game. He was great in the run game. Like, and he didn't get hurt. He was healthy his whole career.
Mhm.
Like he didn't miss games. That's like unreal, especially how he played. I mean, he missed a game here or two, but he didn't have any significant time missage. So like, I think one of the he's probably, because of that. This is a newer style of football of being someone that is using the pass game. It was super kind of like not known when Roger Craig and those old 49ers and those Bills teams, those run and shoot teams and West Coast team. It wasn't like normal. After Marshall Faulk, people were trying to make Marshall Faulk. And then you get LTs, and then you get the Christian McCaffreys. It is because Marshall Faulk, man, took it to a whole nother level.
I mean, I think he just, missed only, you were talking about how prolific of a player he was in sustainability. I think he just missed only 16 games in his 12 years of playing. And at the running back position, getting what 30 plus carries a game, getting tackled that many times, and just to miss 16 games out of 12 seasons is just incredible. All those catches as well, running full speed downhill, a linebacker running full speed at you and getting blown up, and just still being able to be that sustainable and have that longevity is just out of control. And the synopsis, the AI also missed that he was a 7-time Pro Bowler. He was a 3-time All-Pro. He was Rookie of the Year in 1994 as well. So right when he got on the scene, he was producing, man. He was not a bust at all. Obviously not a bust. We're talking about him as the greatest of all time, but he was producing right away. So he made that GM feel very good right from the beginning. Greatest show on turf. Obviously, that's what you think of him whenever you hear about him, which was one of the coolest, names that you could be, associated with in all of football. And what's great about Marshall Faulk and LT as well is that these guys were the running backs when the running back position was the absolute shit. Like, everyone wanted to be a running back growing up.
Best player.
Not really anymore, but this...
It's coming back.
It's coming back. It is coming back.
Look at all the great teams right now.
Where these guys, where everyone growing up, even if you were a defensive lineman, you still wanted to be a running back. I was a tight end. I wanted to be a running back because of these guys, LT and Marshall Faulk, baby.
No, without a doubt. Isn't it crazy to think he played with Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning?
Yeah, he played his
Peyton
last
Manning,
year.
Old as shit too, though.
Yeah. No, but no one remembers him. Everyone forgets about how good of a Colt he was. He's got his jerseys in the rafters. He played 4 years there, and they retired his jersey. He was Rookie of the Year. His first game on the scene goes for 134, 3-touchdown debut. Like, that's crazy. He was a fucking machine. He hit you. He hit you with the run, long run, hit you out the backfield. Talk about seam route. We talked about seam route with LT. He ran seam routes. He ran post. I saw him run a bang eight, a post from the outside, which is a real receiver route. He used to run real receiver routes. Now they always throw this running back can run routes like a receiver, which
is rare. Like you can tell when it's a running back that's split out wide, especially in this era.
But even now, a lot of guys, obvious. Even the analysts will say this guy he's got routes like a receiver.
But no,
not true.
No, that analyst is wrong.
Yeah,
Marshall Faulk though,
he had routes like a receiver.
Yes, he did.
He had routes like a receiver.
If you can run a post route, split out wide, and run a post route as a running back, that means you got routes like a wide receiver.
In cuts, out cuts, option routes.
The typical route for a running back right now, 5-yard hitch route. Freaking stutter, one step, turn around. What's that called again, real quick? Like the quick pass, you just step one, turn.
Screen?
Yeah, a little rip screen to you. They also a little
angles.
Under.
A lot
in
of
the angles and the seams out of the backfield. Marshall Faulk was running the whole entire freaking
route tree.
Yes, that's for sure.
I mean, in 1999, 1,300 yards rushing, 1,048 receiving. Chris Johnson broke his record in 2009, though, 2,500 yards. Man, I forgot how good Chris Johnson was.
Chris Johnson. CJ 2K, baby.
Yeah, he did. That was crazy that year.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest show on turf year, 1999 to 2001, he had 59 touchdowns. The greatest show on turf had 59 touchdowns, 6,756 yards of offense, and he won the MVP in 2000. Who won the MVP?
No, that's his stats. That's his stats.
Oh,
Redo that.
the 3-year run in the 3-year run in St. Louis with the greatest show on turf, 1999 through 2001. He had 59 touchdowns, 6,756 yards of offense, and he won MVP in 2000. That and a Super Bowl. That is an elite 3 years.
Now that's
span.
a show, if you ask me. I mean, Marshall Faulk made playing on turf cool, even though playing on turf wasn't cool.
Well,
Like, everyone wanted turf fields in high school because of Marshall Faulk and the greatest show on turf. But you get so bruised and banged up playing on turf that it was the worst idea ever to even step on turf.
and it was old turf. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? He was on old turf and he played that many games and didn't miss that many games.
That is crazy.
That is like
Yeah.
that's built differently.
You want to hear a little cool fun fact? Sean Payton was his running back coach at the San Diego State University when
San Diego
he
State
was there playing running back.
How does a guy
That's crazy.
That's
Crazy.
You know what it tells you? There's a lot of unscouted guys in Georgia. If he went to San Diego State, or there's a lot of unscouted guys in Louisiana if he's going to San Diego State.
Well, talk about getting unscouted. He only had one offer.
That's what
and
I
it was-
mean.
Yeah, and it was to San Diego State.
That's what I mean. You get
Yeah.
that's how much talent there is. Probably goes unseen in Louisiana.
I mean, you went unseen and you were California.
We got a lot of big people. It's a big.
But you weren't
state.
that good in high school.
I was pretty
either.
nice.
Yeah. But also his high school, they were kind of like a heavy passing offense as well. Like, they didn't really.
Okay.
But he must have not been that great in high school, though, because if you're that great, you kind of like change from going to a heavy passing offense to like, yo, let's hand the ball off. Like, this guy's 100 times better. But like, he must have really burst onto the scene at San Diego State University, like once he got into college. Kind of like you, Jules, a little bit. Not everyone is a beast from the
late
beginning.
bloomers, they call it.
Yeah, late.
Maybe late
I'm telling you
bloomers.
this: it's better to be a late bloomer than an early bloomer.
How about
I can tell you that right now. It sucks to be the greatest as a young buck, and then you don't make it.
no? Yeah.
So late bloomers. I'm a late bloomer.
I think you just bloomed.
Yeah.
He sold popcorn at the Superdome as a kid. How crazy is that?
That is pretty crazy. But that's
That's
a lot of stories. That just shows his work ethic just as
Yeah.
a kid. That's installed into him, and that's what makes you great. Like, I was a paper boy growing up, and I took that route personal, and I wanted to make sure everyone had that paper on their front porch when they woke up in the morning with the coffee in their hand, opening up the door. Like, the hard work and dedication was just installed into you as a young kid, and that's just like Marshall Faulk selling popcorn at the Superdome. He wanted the job, and he wanted to get it done.
You ever have any crazy jobs as a kid?
I was a paper boy. I was also an umpire as a kid, and I cooked.
Let me see your strike
cooker.
3. Let me see your strike 3.
Strike 3, you out of here, mother trucker.
Did you used to ring these kids out? I used to umpire at college in Kent, and I used to ring up these kids all the time.
Oh.
I'd change it up. Certain kid, lefty. I mean, I got in a real pickle
You
once.
sounded like a true pro right there. But
Oh, I used to-
that's you. You love
Yeah.
you love the animated effects, and
Yeah.
you sounded like oh, you got me there. I just struck out over here with that
I
strikeout
went
signal.
over here to ring these little
Yeah.
kids up, send them home.
Ah.
Don't be thinking that ain't a strike, kid.
You hold on. Back to Marshall Faulk. I mean,
All right.
there's one
Yeah, I got in a real pickle once.
doing what? Let's hear it.
Well,
I like pickles,
yeah.
especially Angelica pickles. Rugrats. Do. No, she was mean actually. Yeah, that pickles was mean. All right. Back to your pickle. Oh, Tommy Pickles too. Tommy Pickles was my favorite. Oh, pickle like you're in baseball, like
Yeah,
you're getting a pickle.
like a
Oh, you're
pickle.
that type of pickle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
All right.
So
That was my favorite. You ever play running bases growing up?
100%.
Yeah,
And this
it's all about being a pickle.
because kids love to play that game pickle. In this specific league, there was a rule where they couldn't the catcher couldn't sit and fake throw the ball at first. So like they had to throw it back, and the runner couldn't advance to try to eliminate pickle. So one time the kids are doing it, and all of a sudden I tell the catcher, I'm like, kid, throw it back to the pitcher. He ain't going nowhere. Well, he throws it back. The kid takes off. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And so all of a sudden, they throw it, and it goes over the kid's second baseman. The kid gets all the way to third, and all of a sudden the coach is yelling at the catcher, "Why'd you throw it back?" And the kid looks at me and he goes, "The ump told me to throw it back." And so I'm sitting there. I got this coach over here. There's another coach over there. And I'm like, yeah, you got to go back to first. All of a sudden, this coach comes out. I was like, what the hell is you talking about? He's on third. I was like, nah, he's got to go back. I told the kid to throw it back. You know the rule. We can't do that. And I almost had to get suspended as an umpire because this guy filed a report like, oh, this guy can't do it. So I'm sitting there, and this little kid, as soon as the pitcher comes back, and I get under there, and it's just me and him, because, you have a relationship with the catcher when you're behind the plate. I go, bro, didn't your friends ever teach you about snitches? And the kid goes, what? I was like, nothing. Strike! But fucking old, man. Having a job as a kid, I mean, it teaches you a lot of values. I mean,
it sure does.
Especially Marshall Faulk selling popcorn at the Superdome.
All right, and then just a little scouting report that I have on Marshall Faulk, just watching some of his highlight film, his top plays, is that obviously he has a high football IQ to be able to, come out of the backfield and run all the routes, and also to be able to carry the ball and know how to hit the gaps. You got to know the whole game of football. When you're that versatile of a player, you got to have a high football IQ, which a lot of football players obviously have a high football IQ, but he had it to a whole nother level, and he's so elusive on the field. He makes defenders miss. But the one thing I really loved about him was he had one of the best spin moves, man.
Spin move was
off the charts.
He's just smooth with it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we were watching some research, and there was a clip of Mike Martz. Remember we were talking, he was the head coach of the Greatest Show on Turf.
Yeah, I remember. What did he say about him? What did he say?
Well,
come on, tell
Marshall
everyone.
Was,
tell him, Jules.
They have all these notes for installation, and Marshall's got all these pens out, and he's got very critique notes and using different colors for different positions, different players. And I guess Marshall looks back at the team, and he goes, how the hell is no one else writing notes? Because look at all this information. That's the kind of guy he was. He was a smart, hardworking dude that worked his balls off for everything he had. It wasn't like he was just that. I mean, he was that guy, but it's crazy. I used to love Barry Sanders. And then, I just remember as a kid, this guy, Marshall Faulk, was just so crazy elite. He reminded me a little bit of Barry Sanders with his cutting and he could drop his weight and stuff. He was taller. He wasn't as short as Barry, but he was kind of like Barry Sanders. And then he was also a really good receiver.
Yeah, he was a little bit thicker than Barry Sanders, but also he can go out and run routes.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Which is nuts.
That's why, I was thinking about it, and we were watching all this research, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, this is probably one of the best. This is the best guy of all time. Look at these plays.
He is. And just talking about his football.
But it's crazy. Then you watch Jim Brown, you watch Walter Payton, and then I don't know if it's just because I just watched it.
So many good running backs, bro. So many good.
But
it's hard to decide and decipher who's number one. But just talk about his football IQ. I mean, look at this quote from Sean Payton. He knew not only the offensive side of the football, but also the defensive protections. And he knew the quarterback play as well, and he studied it hard. That's just from Sean Payton. Michael Strahan said he was a coach out there. He's quoted saying that. So, that just shows how smart of a player he was, and that's what took his game to a whole nother level as well. So, just speaking of that, Jules, what type of guy is Marshall Faulk?
What kind of dude?
What kind of dude is he?
What kind of dude is Marshall Faulk? I mean,
he
hits a lot of things.
These running backs, though, we're talking about them, none of them are actually, freaks. None of them stand out to you like that. I would say, LeGarrette Blount was a freak because he was 6'4".
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's a freak. These guys aren't freaks like that. I mean,
they're not. No, but they had. It's freaky that
it's freaky what they're doing, but they're not freaks in our type of categories. It's pretty freaky
how healthy he was for how much football he played.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some dog tendencies. He's clearly a freaking stud. But when I think of him, I think of him as an innovative guy.
We're on the same page, brother. Same page.
He pretty much,
Just how smart he was.
Smart, and how he's changed the running back position to what it's become now. Look at Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. Look at Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. You know, it's such a pivotal part of a lot of these offenses. A running back, they usually have a two-headed monster. You know, Detroit has, you know, Montgomery and Gibbs, and Algier and Robinson in Atlanta. This guy did all three downs and was just as good as all those guys and better at a lot of these, at everyone, at both of them. Like, that's how good Marshall Faulk was. He invented a position. He evolved the running back position. That's why I think he's a whiz.
Hey, I'm on the same page, and just his football IQ and just the coaches and former players that just talk about how smart he was and how he knows everything that's going on the football field. That takes your game to a whole nother level. I mean, you can be a freak of an athlete, you know, but if you don't know what to do out on the football field, you're not a good football player. You can be less of an athlete, but you know what's going on with the game of football.
And he wasn't less of an athlete.
You can be that much better than the guy that's more athletic than you out on the football field. You're a better football player because of that. And what's also crazy is Marshall Faulk had 760 receptions in his career for 600
more than me
in 875 yards, Julian, in the regular season. You had 620 receptions only for 6,822 yards. And he was a running back, and he had more receptions and yards than you, which is out of control. I'm not saying anything against you. I'm just saying that's how good Marshall Faulk was back in the day. And guess what? They didn't throw the ball as much either back in that era, you know, back in late 90s, 2000.
We'd also be so crazy not to mention one thing. Kay Falk's his cousin. Kevin Falk was his cousin.
That makes sense.
They're just running back. Makes sense. Huh? Kevin Falk's his cousin. That's the
Falk bloodline.
They have some crazy running backs that know how to catch out of the backfield in that bloodline.
And run the ball as well.
Well, I mean, Kay Falk, all of our pass game was to Kay Falk.
It was.
And he was like one of the most elite punt returners.
And he was one of the smartest players on the football field as well.
These Falks.
He knew what was going on. He knew what the linemen were doing, what the quarterback was doing. What the fuck? What the fuck? How are you guys so smart?
And good.
Yeah. And freaking great teammates as well.
Yeah. Great teammates.
Well, right? What kind of dude is he, Jules? You ready?
On 3.
1,
2,
3. Whiz.
Let's get on Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Jules, what's the first thing you think of when you hear the name Mike Vrabel?
First thing that comes to my mind is just a tough guy. He's just a tough.
How tough?
Like, and actually, the first thing that comes to my mind is an asshole. Asshole. Because a
tough asshole.
A tough asshole.
Okay, there we go.
We never played with Vrabes, but because of how legendary he was.
We've only heard stories.
The stories were always about like 3 people. Vrabel, Brewski, and Izzo. And like Vrabes was always at the helm of these crazy stories that just floated around the Patriots locker room. Busting balls, that comes to my head. Like you always kind of remember hearing how Vrabes would get on to Brady and Brady would get on Vrabes and those wars at practice. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
A tough SOB, you know, a football player. A guy that has knowledge of the game as a player and as a coach. And he's from Ohio. And let me tell you, Ohio football is underrated. And you learn a lot about, you know, football and who you are, you know, as a person as well when you grow up in the state of Ohio. How do I know that? Because I played my senior year in Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh was a big rival. Just the state of Pennsylvania was a big rival to the state of Ohio. And then you got the Pittsburgh versus Ohio, you know, whatever that, you know, all-star game was.
There's an all-star game, yeah.
And just have, you know, just our
tough people,
tough players come out of the state of Ohio and Pennsylvania. They're very similar. They're kind of underrated compared to, you know, you always hear about Florida, California, Texas. Oh, that's where all the stars come from. But all the tough guys come from, you know, the upper east, you know, in the U.S., like Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. But he's a football guy, football legend.
Wait a minute. Did you just try to throw New York football?
Yeah, I threw New York in
Did you
there.
just try to sneakily throw New York football
I
to
did.
tough guys?
Yeah, because I'm from Buffalo, and I went to, like I said, I went to Pittsburgh.
I'll let that slide.
To Woodland
let
Hills
that
my
slide.
senior year. But, yeah, Buffalo, they got some tough SOBs here, I'm telling you. They got me, they got my brother who played in the NFL, my other brother who played in the NFL too, and yeah, we're rolling, baby. We're rolling. But
Freaking Vrabes.
What stands out to me when we were talking about him the other day, though, is how he was drafted in the 3rd round to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
When you told me that fact, and it was kind of shocking to me because I thought he was a New England Patriot from day one because of just all the stories that you heard about him, just the way that he played the game when he was in New England and what he did for, the Patriots as well. So I had absolutely no clue that he got drafted to the Steelers. Can you tell me how that happened as well, how he got to New England? Because you kind of were telling me a little bit about
He was a
that too.
teamer. I mean, he played at Pittsburgh. I think he was drafted in 97, was a special teamer. And then I think once he became a free agent, Bill really wanted him or something. Was that it? Yeah. So
why does Bill have this nag of just finding these white dudes that just want to play football, just work hard, and they're not so good at the moment, and then he just blossoms them? I think there's a guy sitting next to me like that. I mean, me too, kind of.
That's his project. Ninkovich. Ninkovich was a long snapper.
Welker in Miami. I mean, what was he? Just kind of a punt returner.
Yeah, but I think he had 70 catches. He had a big year. He had a big year at Miami.
Not like a huge year like he had in New England for all those years, but he had a decent, solid year in Miami.
No, but yeah, Mike was the guy that Bill always used to reference. You think you're smart. You're not no Vrabel. And that's when you know someone's a smart football player is when Bill's referencing him in motherfucking you. Mm-hmm. That was always kind of one thing that stuck out. And then just hearing from Jimmy Whalen, the training staff, on how Vrabel was in the locker room, held court. It was him and Willie Mack and Brew. There was the holy trinity of guys that everyone had to walk through that kept everyone accountable. And I'm really, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited for this new generation of Patriots. Now, with that said, I still think the whole Mayo situation, that he got the short end of the stick on this. And I feel terrible for him. And I think he's going to do well. But, that really wasn't set up to really succeed.
Not at all. I think it was a little bit unfair. But shout out to Mayo because he's a great coach. He knows the game of football tremendously. And, I just think that it wasn't set up properly for him. And I feel like he's going to have some success in the future, you know, with another organization and possibly be another head coach down the road, once he gets his foot back on the gas pedal.
But Vrabel coming in now, all this stuff that you hear, keeping guys accountable, he's going to be the first to do it. And he can get away with saying things to guys the way he says it, because he did it. He played it, and he's just as smart as the guys that coached him at it. Mm-hmm. So, when you have all those things, and he's a burly motherfucker. He's a big man. When you shake his hands wrap to your wrist. He's got big-ass hands.
Strength.
Man strength. I still think he got 4 or 6 plays in him. Mm-hmm. You think he could play right now? 4 or 6 plays.
Yeah, 4 to 6 plays. That offensive package the New England Patriots had for him. And talking about that offensive package, I think he had 10 catches his whole entire career for 10 touchdowns. So his ratio from catch to TD is 100%, best of all time.
Insane.
And that's just how smart of a player he was, is that he knew how to get open on the offensive side of the ball, and then on top of it, on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, just creative and just how good he was, just knowing the game.
You know what makes me so sad, though?
What's sad?
Because
what makes you sad? Now you're making me sad.
No, it makes me sad because we always hear about the stories about Brady when he was the young guy on the team, and how Vrabel and Bruschi and all these guys used to motherfuck him, and it was
and picked on Tom
and picked on him. Mm-hmm. It was a completely different Tom that we played with. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't. There was only a couple guys that really could jaw with Tom, but everyone was so scared to do it. And Tom would be hungry to jaw with people, like talk shit, but like everyone was so scared to talk shit to Tom because he was already Tom by then. You know, like it almost makes me like, man, I wish we got to see him in those early stages where you were more kind of part of the boys instead of him being like the older brother guy figure. You understand?
And Vrabel was like that older brother figure to Tom.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to see any of that. We got to see the Tom where he was our older brother. And it would have been amazing to be a part of that crew. But we were just the second, era of the New England Patriots. But there were so many times, like you said, in the training room and the coaches that were around Vrabel, like, oh, you would have loved the guy so much. You would have loved to play with him.
Yeah.
He gives it all. He gives it his all out on the field. I mean, he's a guy that you want to be friends with as well in the locker room because he's just fun to be around, but also at the same time, he's going to go all out for you out on the field. I mean, he was a grinder. Yeah, I mean, gritty, great size as a player, and he was an inside-outside threat as a player out there, out in the field. And I think that's why Bill loved him so much, because how versatile he was. A special teamer, he could play inside backer and outside backer. And when Bill gets a guy like that, he utilizes their skill in so many different aspects of the game, and he makes you a player, and he blossoms you like no other. And that's why Bill loves those type of guys when he can get them in free agency.
1,000%. Think about it. Like, he's played on every phase of the game at a high level in an important game. He's been a teamer. So, like, when he's addressing the team and he's watching fucking the film or having, like, a highlight thing that he's probably presenting the team, he can break down guy for guy because he's done it at the pro level. On defense, he knows everything about defense because he basically was in the school of doctorates on the defense through Belichick, learning through him, and then actually being on the field and experiencing it is another way he gets to coach guys. And then in offense, like, yeah, he was on a package or two, but I remember going and going on the other side of the ball when I had to play corner. Like, even being in those meeting rooms for the little amount of time that I was, it opened up my mind so differently on how I thought about offense when I went back to offense and how I was attacking the defense. He's done that on offense. So, like, he can break down the whole game, and he's a masculine figure that's going to make you do it right. And if you don't, he's going to motherfucker you, get rid of you. He's going to make people accountable. That's how it was. The Patriot way, that it was developed through these guys.
I mean, and just talking about his knowledge of the game and just the mastermind he has within the rule book of the NFL as well. Remember in the 2019 playoffs, Vrabel intentionally took a 12-man on the field penalty just to keep Brady off of the field. I mean, he kind of outplayed Belichick in that situation because Belichick was the master of knowing the rules inside and out and using that to his advantage. And this is a time when Vrabel used it to his advantage, and it was against the mastermind, Coach Belichick. So
I learned
pretty incredible by him to do that.
I learned about that little mastermind bullshit is when we went to the Kentucky Derby one year, and he was my handicapper for the horses, and I made like 20 grand. Like, Vrabel loves like that kind of shit. We were sitting there, and I have no clue on how to gamble these horses, and Vrabes is over here, got his dip in. I think he had a cigarette, maybe a shot or two in him. And he's fucking
cigarette.
Yeah, he was smoking cigs with the dip in. I'm not joking. Cigs with the dip.
Think I love this guy now.
And we go to the little thing where you have to put your shit in, and I'm like, Raves, what do I do? He's like, don't worry, Edelman, I got you. You know, he fucking puts them on there. We hit a 3-thing parlay or something. He's just a smart guy. He's a smart guy that like can beat you up.
What's the biggest thing in year one that he has to emphasize in New England? What do you think, Jules?
Well, you got to get some linemen. You got to get some linemen.
That's a good point right there.
They got a whole lot of money to spend. Now, knowing Mike through the years that I've known him, I'm sure he took this job knowing that he is going to be able to spend some money.
He's in a great situation heading into his first year. Obviously, he's got Drake May, who's an unbelievable quarterback. He's going to develop him to best of his potential, no doubt about that.
Who's he bringing in an OC?
I would say Josh McDaniels. I would love to see Josh McDaniels go there, but he has to go through the whole process. Maybe he has a guy or two out there that he's thinking about bringing in, but he's going through all that hiring process, interviewing.
I think
right
that
now.
would be great.
But Josh McDaniels would be the best fit.
Because Josh ain't going anywhere.
He ain't.
And he loves it there.
I believe Josh is one of the best offensive coordinators in the league as well. I mean,
Yeah.
he knows how to develop players. He helped develop
Me,
Tom. He developed you, developed
Tom.
me, put me in the right situations all the time when I was in New England. Knows how to relate to guys as well, which is really good. I mean, you need that, with these young bucks these days.
I mean, he made Mac Jones a Pro Bowler.
In his rookie year. Then he left, and then ain't no Pro Bowler from there on out.
No, there hasn't been.
I'll contribute all that to most of that to McDaniels. McDee's. I like that name. I never heard that.
I don't know.
What about Vrabel? He took Ryan Tannehill out of Miami. Everyone thought he was going to be out of the league, and he basically made him into a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Basically got the #1 seed in the playoffs and almost made the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
A couple years with him too. So he knows how to develop quarterbacks. He knows how to get the best out of guys because he brings that type of energy, on the field, in the meeting rooms to get the best out of players. And that's why I hear about Vrabel, and that's why people love playing for him out of the guys that I know in Tennessee.
I think you just feel safe when you're around him. I feel safe.
I feel
like whenever we hang out, we've gone out and done things together, I just feel safe. He's just burly. He's also got the wit and like the strategy to, like, if some shit were to happen in like a bar or something, like he'd know an escape route, maybe take down like 7-8 people himself and then get us, like, you just feel safe with a guy like Vrabel.
He's the guy you want your daughter to marry, I feel.
I don't know about that.
Oh, all right. Well, I like when you're saying you feel safe around him. I mean, you want your daughter to marry someone that she feels safe around. So you tricked me there, Jules.
Man, I'm excited for him. I'm sad for Mayo. This is really like one of those things where it's like a divorce. This is I can't. New England keeps on putting him in these goddamn divorces. I feel like a kid that's had like 5 divorced parents.
What, can you explain more?
Well, when Bill Brady, that divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Mayo, freaking Vrabes, that divorce. There's like fucking hella, because we're all like intertwined and it's kind of like incestual.
You're kind of like the redheaded stepchild that's just been there throughout the whole time. That's just takes all the beatings.
Yeah.
But in the end, you're going to still be standing there.
Make you tough.
It does make you tough.
Makes you tough. Man.
And that's why you're the toughest guy I know, Jules.
Also, I'd be crazy to say that, yeah, our last game with Tom Brady, Vrabel beat us.
That's why Vrabel's back.
That's why he's back.
If he didn't win
and I have his cleats over there.
If he didn't win that game, he might not be back. He might not be the head coach of the New England Patriots.
Yeah, maybe he wouldn't. Because maybe he
sent Tom Brady packing in his last game as a New England Patriot.
That's probably his greatest,
That's probably what he said. His first line in the interview.
Did he say that?
No, I'm just saying I would. But, hey, Mr. Kraft, who sent Tom packing?
I bet you he said that.
I did. Hire me now.
Braves has no filter where he probably would say shit like that. He's the only player to have 2 touchdowns and a sack in a game, offense and defense. I mean, his versatility.
Is there any other coach out there that you think could beat up Vrabel?
I think a good fight would be Dan Campbell and him.
Oh, that's a good point.
But
that's a good point.
I'm taking Vrabes because Vrabes DN. Campbell, he was a tight end.
Yeah. So what? What are you saying about tight ends, Jules? They're just not that tough. They're not as tough as DNs. I mean, I agree with you.
You're a one of one, bro.
I agree with you.
You're
tight
a one
ends
of one.
Ain't as tough as DNs. And DNs are beastly, man. DNs are huge. You got to be fearless as a DN.
D'Amico Ryans, he could be in there. They all say McDermott is like a wrestler.
He could be.
Iowa wrestler. But I think Vrabes is a wrestler, too. And Vrabes used to go against fucking Steve Neal all the time, which Steve Neal was world champion. So Vrabes already got a little in on that. So I think Vrabes is taking. It's just weight class on McDermott. He may have the skill technique, but Vrabel would swallow him. Oh shit! What kind of dude is Mike Vrabel?
I mean, he's a stud, no doubt about it. His football IQ's up there, the pedigree. He's also a wizard.
He does
basically
look like
played every position.
He also has the best chin.
He does.
I mean, he's got the best chin in football, other than like the coach Coward. Like
That's
he's
being a
taking
stud.
that
Having a nice chin's a stud.
1,000%. Like he looks like the Ohio guy. When you put Ohio guy in dictionary for like recruit, it's like big white guy, big chin, looks like Mustafa from fucking Beauty and the Beast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I never seen Beauty and the Beast.
Or is that one?
So I don't know.
Gustav.
You know.
Gustav or something. Yeah.
Never seen it.
Freak. I mean, he had like man strength. That's what everyone always talked about. His man strength. Dog. He's definitely a dog.
No doubt.
He could be a
locker
whiz,
room
though.
guy. I was thinking Wiz. I was gonna go with Wiz. I mean, just how clutch he was in situations and just how knowledgeable he was in the defensive side of the ball.
Dude.
And then
He's a
playing
dude's
offense.
dude. He's a dude's dude in Patriot world. Like if in Bizarro world, which is not really like everywhere else, where like being an asshole and bullying is like being positive there. So, you know what I mean? That's positive because it makes you accountable. So I wouldn't put him in the overall category of dudes do. I would go on 3. What do you think?
Let's go on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Wiz.
Now we're going to answer some of the most requested questions we get all the time about Coach Belichick.
And we'll answer them once and for all. Let's do it.
You remember the first time you met Coach Belichick?
Not really, to tell you the truth. Oh, actually I do. Yeah, it just clicked actually. It was at the combine. Yeah, when I walked into the room when you're doing the pre-draft, visits at the combine with the teams, and there was Coach Belichick when I walked in and interviewed with the Patriots. It was about a quick 5 minutes. The Bears was there, a couple other guys were there, but yeah, that's when I met him. Nothing spectacular that stood out, but I just remember going in there and just getting questions real quick at the combine. How about you? Do you remember the first time you met Coach Belichick?
I was like a 7th rounder, so like it was kind of like just show up and here's your shit and your schedule and you figure it out. And like I remember the first time like we encountered each other was like on the practice field when I was catching punts with Kevin Falk, and he was teaching me how to catch a punt. He says, you catch a punt with your legs, not your feet, your arms, Edelman. You got to get your feet right. So it gives you a 2-way go.
See?
Great coaching tip.
That is a great coaching tip because every fan out there is like, you got to catch the punt with your hands. That's what everyone's saying. Use your hands, but really,
you got to know where it is with your feet.
Coach Belichick knows, he's a step ahead of you and knows more.
Yeah.
And he's telling Julian that you got to catch it with your feet. Yeah, obviously you use your hands to catch it, but if you have your feet in place and under you, like you were just saying, it's going to make it a lot easier to catch the punt with your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, great coaching point right there, Jules. I just learned something, actually. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And it's true. Like, it's true about receiving, as well. Like, if you're going up and your feet aren't under you and you're all over the place and you're going up to make the catch, it makes it harder to catch the ball if your body's not lined up.
The reason he was explaining the punt in the feet is because you have to read the tip of the ball depending on what it is doing at the top of the arc of the punt. Now, if the ball doesn't tip over with the right-footed punter, it's going to die and go right. So you have to get your feet there so you get a 2-way go. So if you read it right with your feet, then your hands are going to be there. If the ball goes over, if it tips over, then it's going to go far left and you play it on your right titty and it gives you two goes. So like that's what he was talking about, because you're reading, it's like baseball, you're reading where the ball is going. And so you don't do it with your arms, you do it with your legs, because your legs are going to bring you to the area.
Great points.
When do you think you earned his trust?
I would say I earned his trust my second year in the league in training camp, when he gave me a parking spot up front. I was one of the training camp heroes or whatever it was called, training camp MVPs. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, when he did it back in the day in order to earn the parking spot up front. And I got that my second year, going into the season throughout training camp. And right when that happened, that's when I felt like I gained his trust. He believes in me. I got the parking spot up in front of the parking lot. It was a privilege, to earn that. And that's when,
You know, if it truly felt like I earned his trust as well, you know, to get that parking spot, because parking spots were huge. It was like walking like 50 feet less into the building, which that 50-foot extra sucked.
It sucked.
Yeah,
Cold days.
Yeah, cold days blew. When do you think you earned his trust?
Never did.
That's a good answer. Nope, we'll leave it right there, Jules. I know you gained his trust, but I like that first answer.
He knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm fucking talking about, Bill. I'm still mad about that shit.
When did you piss him off the most? You can't say never did to that one either. No. Yeah, I know you piss him off plenty of times. How about when you got in fights on the practice field? That pissed him off all the time.
That pissed him off, but I don't think he got really mad at that.
No, because he liked your aggressiveness.
Yeah, and it's kind of like when like a coach gets tossed in baseball. Just get a little spark to the game, the guys. Mm-hmm. Like I would get tossed in practice because it was a flat fucking practice. We needed a little spark. Mm-hmm. We need a little spark. Mm-hmm. So he actually kind of liked that. I think once it was like mini camps. Remember when we started doing those bout runs and he stopped mini camp practice and we had to do like 2 bout runs in the middle of practice and then go up and do like NASCAR. And I was like dying and I was a little pissed at it. Cause like our load was getting high. And I remember he got mad at me cause I kind of gave him a little lip. I gave him a little lip on that. I was like, we're trying to execute out here, dude. We're not getting anything done here. We can't even get lined up. We got fucking guys don't know what we're doing. Just shut the fuck up, Edelman. Keep running.
What year was this?
It was probably like 15. Remember when we started doing those we did a bout run. We started doing these bout runs to get our fucking load up or conditioning. And he decides in the middle of a practice, he blows the whistle. All right, we're going to do some conditioning. We have to do a full bout, which is 3-minute runs. You have to hit 785 yards in 3 minutes. You got to touch down, back, down, back, down, back, down, back. You have 3 minutes of full running, and if you don't get 385, you don't pass. And then we had to go do NASCAR after, which is no huddle. So like we were fucking trashed.
This is making me want to run.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I'm not in shape anymore if that's what we were doing.
When was the most human moment you had with him?
Ooh, most human moment.
Like for me, his most human moment is when I remember when I got suspended, like and I got hurt and he could see that I was hurt for letting the team down. And he kind of, I don't remember how, but he felt like he had my back. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good feeling.
You know what I mean?
I do.
And that was like the most human moment I had with him.
I would say
his computer.
When I tossed, yeah, when I threw that guy out of the club when we played the Colts.
Yeah. And
then I went up to him on the sidelines. I didn't even say any words to him. I just started dancing in front of his face, and he loved it. Loved it.
And if you're getting a fucking penalty, like a personal foul penalty, he hated that shit.
And I got a personal foul on it too, and he loved it still. Now that's a human moment
because
right
you did your job too good.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at a guy for doing his job too good.
You're right. That's a great play. I did it too good.
You did your job so good where you drove the guy literally to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that's why he loved it. Personal foul for doing your job.
Because coaches always in the film room, they'll say shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, this guy should be with the fucking cheerleaders with how he plays. You should block him into the cheerleaders. Gronk literally blocked him into the cheerleaders. And got a 15-yard penalty on it. Oh, that was so fun.
Love Coach.
What was the best advice he gave to you?
I mean, he always gave great advice. Thinking about it, to this day, I didn't truly understand it when I was 21, 22, 23 years old. But he always, it always stuck back in back of my head, but he always exemplified and made point that nothing good happens past 12 o'clock at night.
That's true.
He always reiterated it. And now thinking about it to this day, I use that line all the time. I'm like, why would I go out at nighttime? Nothing good happens past 1 a.m. Let's party during the day, And it was a great point.
Party during the day.
Yeah. Can't get in trouble during the day.
I bet you he's going to use this. He better use this to show all his UNC team. You know what I mean? This is his marketing right there. Get Bears on there. Who's his guy? Chris Matz?
Before we get to the Chillest Dude of the week, I just want to say, Coach, happy birthday, man. I am forever indebted to you, 100%. Thank you for everything that you have done for me in my playing career. Thank you for drafting me to the New England Patriots. It was the best fit for myself. It was the best fit for my family. It was the best career move that could have possibly ever happened to me in my whole entire lifetime. So, Bill, thank you very much, and thank you for all the coaching points and getting me ready on a weekly basis. And thank you for all your, clever jokes as well that made me giggle throughout my career too.
I'm going to start shedding a tear, Gronk. Jeez. Thanks. Happy birthday, Coach.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate everything. I'm indebted to you too. I mean,
we all are.
We all. You discovered us, and you let us be a part of the game that we love, and you got to teach us the game that we loved at a high rate, and let us experience it with you. It's been unbelievable to be part of his story. Happy birthday, big guy. Keep it going.
Happy birthday, brother.
And win some fucking games and make me look good, because I always have your back.
And I want to see a picture of you posted on one of his IG accounts or social media accounts of him in his birthday suit. That'd be pretty cool.
Birthday suit, Bill.
It's your birthday suit.
Let's get into the Chillest Dude of the week, brought to you by our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and celebrate responsibly.
I got you, Jules. Blue 40's a hit. Jules wide open for a touchdown. Grabs the Coors Light. He cracks it, and he is as chill as the Rocky Mountains.
The Chillest Dude of the week, obviously, Bill Belichick.
Yes.
What kind of dude is Coach Belichick?
This is easy. I don't even think that we have to go over the categories of what kind of dudes, Coach Bill
Why
Belichick
not? He's
is.
kind of a dog.
Yeah, he is.
Off the field.
I think we all. Yeah, yeah, but that's just off the field.
Or maybe he has to be a whiz to get all that.
Yeah,
off the field, on the field
that's
magic.
The way I was leaning towards more.
Obviously, yeah. Bill's a fucking whiz.
No doubt about it.
It's not even
a debate.
He's definitely not a dude's dude. I'll tell you that right now. And he ain't no stud.
I mean, if he's a freak without anyone else knowing.
Oh, not us knowing.
Yeah.
Not us.
Yeah.
Some people might know.
He's a dog a little bit now. But,
no, he's a dog.
But he is, but not
a dog.
Not a full 100% dog.
Nah, but he's a whiz. We love you, Coach. You're a whiz.
Whiz. Stamp it. Let's get on Andy Reid, Jules.
Andy Reid, huh?
What's the first thing you think of when you hear the name Andy Reid?
Put our hat on?
Oh.
Andy Reid.
We're going to put a Chiefs hat on.
I'm not putting it on.
I'm not going to put the Chiefs hat on either. I'm going to just show it. Hey, everyone. Andy Reid, head coach.
It's kind of a cool hat.
I like the design. The
we'll
colors
just put
are
that
cool.
There.
I'll maybe... it fell off.
Hey.
Sorry. I can't wear that hat.
First thing you think of?
I'll just put it right there, Jules. Yeah. I'm just going to keep this Patriots hat on, Jules. I feel... Yeah, there we go. I feel more comfortable in this one.
First thing I think of when I think of Andy Reid.
Yeah, let's hear it.
The State Farm commercial when he asked for the nuggets. You gonna eat those nuggies? No, but that's the first thing you think of is someone that loves football and that is a player's coach. I've heard just through everyone that has played under him, they love playing for Coach Reid, and it seems he's an offensive guy. It's a fun environment, but I guess they really work their asses off too. There's always talks about how tough their practices are, and it's evident through how his teams have always played. He's a really good coach. I mean, 300 wins. There's only 3 people that have that. Hallis, Shough, and Bill. That's a lot of wins. and he's been doing it for a long time, and it looks like he's not gonna slow down if he doesn't want to. He's got his quarterback.
He's not slowing down. I feel like he can coach easily for another 10 years for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, they're going to be a combo for quite some time. I can't see him retiring with, Patrick Mahomes basically
In his prime.
and he's going to be in his prime for the next 8 years minimum, I would say, especially with having Coach Andy Reid right there by his side. I mean, this guy's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He's a 1-time Super Bowl champ as an assistant
Packers
with the Green Bay Packers.
beat
What
the
year was
Pats,
that?
97.
97. I mean, 2002
96?
AP NFL
But it was
coach-
in 97.
Coach of the Year. Yeah, 97 he won the Super Bowl as the assistant. I mean, think about this. This is how amazing Andy Reid really is. He's the winningest coach in Eagles history, but there's an asterisk there because he just never won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Even though he got them to a Super Bowl, they just ended up losing
Four
to,
NFC championships in a row.
I think what? They lost to the New England Patriots,
Yeah.
correct?
04,
When he was the
03.
head coach. Was that when T.O. was on the team with the ankle and he
Broken
came
ankle.
back and did all that good stuff? I mean, it's 27 total playoff wins as well. And Coach Bill Belichick holds that record with 31 playoff wins. And I'm sure Andy Reid's probably going to surpass that either it can't be this year because they had a bye week, but probably this year over the next
couple
3 years, over the next couple years. I mean, he's a special guy, man. Unbelievable coach. And like you said, players love playing for him, love his personality because he's like a player's coach. I'm going to reiterate this, but player's coach, like you said, but he gets after it on the practice field.
Yeah.
Like there's no slacking. It's full speed. Once you hit that field, it's full speed and you're getting after it and you're going. So you got to love coaches like that. And that's how you have to practice as well. Cause that's how we practice, right? When you hit the field, it was full go. If you want championship team, if you want to sustain success, you got to go out on the practice field and practice like it's game time every single time you hit that field. And that's what they do.
It just shows, man, you have to have the big three in order to win. I mean, Andy, one of the greatest coaches of all time, in Philadelphia, couldn't get it done because whatever, it was either the GM or the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
The head coach, GM, and the quarterback have to be on the same wavelength. And he's found that right now in Kansas City. And he's a huge part of that because of just, you watch him when we were watching the film of just his mic'd up stuff and his ability to explain to players as a former player, you could tell he was a former player, on how to like use your pad level, like when you're telling a fundamental and you're coaching a guy, hey, drop your fucking weight, you put your right arm, I don't think he swears, but drop your weight, put your arm here, use your like that's really good. That's really good coaching. Like you watch his stuff, he's a very intuitive coach, very fundamentally sound. He had a lot of early on in his career, he had the clock shit though. You know, I remember he always had clock stuff that he would kind of fumble with, overcoming his clock.
I think they talked about that was the big knock on him for about his first 20 years of his head coaching career, right? About that, clock
Philly
management. I can tell you this: he's managing that clock better than ever now.
Yeah,
with the Kansas City Chiefs,
and that goes into everyone having to be on the same page. Like you have to have the quarterback to do that. You have to, just makes things easier. He's at a level and he's evolved where. It's like how we were. They're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Like everyone keeps on saying, "Oh, they haven't blown anyone out this year," but you watch them situationally and gotta have it situations. His teams are always prepared. 3rd down, 4-point plays, red area, like not beating themselves. Special teams.
When it comes down to that,
they got a great kid. Like he's got it right now, and it seems like he'd be an awesome coach to play for.
Yeah, awesome coach to play for. He's tough. And what I really liked about him when we were watching those NFL films type things and how he was talking to his players, like it's not like he's screaming at his players. Like he gets their attention. Every time he talks, his players were listening. And it's like he's just telling you, he's telling you in a way to where you want to use it, for your benefit out on the field. Because every time he's coaching you, he always has a great point. Like you were talking about the pad level, having your right hand down and get it inside or whatever it was that he was coaching you with. Just the way that he presented himself and the way that he was telling you, like it was always just like you have to listen, and it just caught his attention, every time he was talking to you, which was like really cool just to see that relationship between a coach and player.
When I watched that, it reminded me a lot of how Scarnecchio would coach the linemen. He would tell them, like, beat for beat on what you had to do. You have to put your right foot here. You put your right hand here. Instead of yelling at a guy saying, hey, we got to do it better. Like, a good coach explains, like, what you need to do to get better. And you were watching, Andy Reid does that. He's been around the game for so long. He learned under Holmgren, who's, one of the greats in this whole West Coast system, from Bill Walsh disciple. Like, I grew up watching these teams, these Niners teams, these Packers teams, and, like, to see him have his shot with his guys and his, like, version of it, it's remarkable.
Yeah, and on top of that, I feel like Andy Reid, like, really doesn't even have an ego. I feel like he's open-minded. He's a great schemer. He's so experienced. He's a football lifer. He's a player's guy. He's innovative with the play calls. He's just very personable as well. And if you have an ego, you're not going to be that personable. And that's why so many players can relate to him. O-linemen, quarterbacks, tight ends, defense, it doesn't matter, special teams. And he's just got that West Coast gun offense as well that he has perfected, especially having Patrick Mahomes at the helm at the quarterback position. So Andy Reid, just a special coach, and just unbelievable out there, man.
His
just what
coaching
he's
tree,
doing.
you got McDermott, Harbaugh, Nagy, freaking Peterson, Spags, Leslie Frazier, Pat Shermer, Todd Bowles, Ron Rivera. He's got some good. You got a big.
The list goes on and on, man.
And anytime I'm around Shady McCoy, what does Shady always talk about? Andy Reid's weight. He always be talking how great Andy Reid is, and just over the years, man, I've thought about it, and he's a damn good coach.
Hey, how big was Andy Reid as a kid? I remember that punt pass, the punt pass and kick clip when he was 13 years old. He was just towering over everyone. It was at the LA Coliseum, and he just looked like a grown man compared to all the other 13-year-old kids. And I was a punt pass and kick guy back in the day, and I thought I was towering over kids. Andy Reid literally looked like 4 times bigger than the next biggest kid out there out in the field. So that just shows that he's a footballer, for life, because he was in punt, pass, and kick at 13 years old. That's incredible, man.
Yeah,
I love that about him. You got to see that clip. It's hilarious.
What about the Hawaiian shirts that he always wears? It's
he's just a cool dude.
I feel like he's happy with him. He's happy with his way.
He's comfortable in his own skin.
He's comfortable in his own skin.
He really is. And that's kind of part of being a great coach, is being comfortable with who you are. That makes you a great player as well. You got to be satisfied with everything in your life, with who you are, and then you can go out there and just dominate. And I feel like Andy Reid's in that position where he's so satisfied with who he is in his own skin that he can go out there and just be himself at all times and not even think about it.
Do you think Belichick would ever dress up like Santa after a win?
I don't think so, Jules. I don't think so. Maybe the Grinch back in the days. He'd be like, no celebrating. Let's get the film now. Oh, man.
Man, it's important to have that humor in
It
the
is.
locker room.
Humor's great.
We had other guys that did that, but it's cool, to see, guys like him do that. Who do you think's better in the commercials? Andy Reid or Saban?
Oh, you're bringing up Saban now.
That Saban Verbro commercial is
All
pretty
right.
funny.
I don't know. I definitely got to go with Andy Reid. The chicken nugget in the State Farm
you gonna
commercial.
eat those nuggies?
Andy Reid just has that personality as well for the commercials. Nick Saban's more of like, great coach, but he's kind of, a little bit more stiff than Andy Reid, I would say.
Yeah, but they use the stiffness.
Yeah, they do. They use it to their advantage. But Andy Reid, just overall, I think wins that category.
What about top 3 reddest people to get on the sideline when it's cold? He's up there, right?
Well, if you include
McDermott, Coughlin.
I never heard of this argument before.
I just feel
you're
like
right.
Andy
McDermott
Reid
is red, dude.
He's
Thinking
red.
about it every time we play him, because it's always cold in Buffalo, but still.
Coughlin, like he looked like he was gonna.
He was ready at all times. He was just ready. He was like a a steam coming out of his head at
But
all
Big
times.
Red gets red too.
I think that's Andy Reid though. He's always red.
Fucking.
And that's why it was great when he
Have you
dressed
ever
as
met
Santa
him?
Claus. Like it just fit him perfect. I never met Andy Reid. No,
Yeah, we
never have, man.
I think we did I haven't really met him either. I bet he'd be really cool. to
Really
talk to.
cool.
I'd love to like talk about our battles with him
Mm-hmm.
from his side.
Like his perspective, what he
Yeah.
was thinking, why he called that play,
Yeah.
what he thought you were gonna do, and what type of coverage he called because of it, and why he couldn't stop you going across the middle on a crossing route. You would ask him that, like, "Hey, Andy, why couldn't you stop me on the crossing route?" Every
Well, I
time
was
it was
just-
3rd and 10.
I
You knew it was
knew.
coming to me.
Because I had you. They had to put a lot more eyes over there.
No, because you were just dominating Jules.
Get out of here.
No one was covering you.
That's true. So on his interview with Jeffrey Lurie, they're at a steakhouse, and then the waiter comes in and says, "We got a ribeye, a New York strip, or a filet. Which one would you like?" And Andy Reid says all three, which is a pro move, because what if you get it sliced and then you get to eat? And he became the winningest football coach in Philly
Philadelphia
history.
history, yes.
I think that's what made Lurie pick him. A man that likes all three cuts
Mm-hmm.
is a man good in my business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite cut?
I'm a ribeye guy.
I like ribeye too, a little more fat.
Mm-hmm. I like that marbleization, just crystallize in the steak, and just every bite just melts in your mouth. And that's what Andy Reid likes too.
Well, he likes all three.
Yeah. Well,
I think he has like a
that's why I knew he liked that ribeye as well.
the
because
ribeye
He likes it all.
strip.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm getting hungry.
But what kind of dude is Andy Reid?
Andy Reid's definitely a dude's dude.
He is, but I won't give that to him fully because he is tough out there
He
on the
did,
football
hey.
field, on the practice field. I
He
heard.
did run T.O. out the building.
Mm-hmm. He did.
But
Which
T.O. was
I
doing
think
some crazy
T.O.
shit.
maybe ran himself
Yeah,
out of the building.
T.O.
So
did.
he had no choice.
T.O. is nuts, man.
He's definitely a wizard. I mean, the
Without a doubt.
intellection of
He
the
could
game.
be a freak because he's the only lineman that probably knows the pass
Mm-hmm.
game the way he does.
He's studly for a coach. You know,
Yeah.
dressing up as Santa Claus. I mean, Santa Claus, the biggest stud in the world. The guy brings Christmas presents to everyone
That's true.
every single year. You
I
know,
mean-
to every kid out there. So like,
He's definitely
that's kind of like what Andy Reid does. He brings Christmas presents to his team, to his players, like all the time. Wins, playoff wins,
little
Super
schemes,
Bowls,
little Christmas
schemes,
gifts.
plays.
Let's open you up on this play.
Mhm.
Here. Let's do a ring around the rosy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone stop. And then you go over here, we'll doll it up with this. And then you get miraculously wide open, Travis Kelce.
Exactly, and just wide open.
It's a
No
miracle.
guys within 5 yards. That's a gift right there.
On three, what do you think he is? 1, 2, 3. Whiz.
Whiz.
Yeah, this guy's
He
a
is.
whiz.
No doubt.
I mean, every time.
All offensive linemen are basically whiz. Not all of them, but like they
There could be
they,
freaks,
they,
too.
they can be.
But he's also a whiz because of, I mean, anytime we would play those guys, I remember Bill always saying, like, watch for some gimmick thing here in the red area, this, that, because they were always adding to their tool belt. Like, they always had a new play on deck at all times. And I've heard that they have, like, those little powwows where they all get to, like, bring in a play on Tuesday and put, like, that's pretty whizzy. He's letting the kids be whiz. He's letting the whiz and the riz go throughout the building.
He's a whiz.
He's a whiz. Could you beat Randy Moss in a 200?
Now, we had this debate.
Oh, I know.
We had this
I-
debate.
I
We
know.
argued this. I mean, look, in my prime,
In Randy's prime.
I could have been 10 meters behind him in my prime.
Cheers, brother. Slate.
There it is.
One for you, one
There it
for
is.
me,
Hey,
man.
who's the chillest dude of the week?
Our boy, the captain, Matthew Slater.
Appreciate you guys.
And
fellas.
what we're going to do is we're going to sit and ask Slate some questions, and we're going to determine what kind of dude Slate is.
Off
All
of
right.
the questions that we're going to
Off
ask
the
you.
questions.
Okay.
Slate, this is our very first
It's
time
our
having
first
a
time.
guest on the show, so we appreciate you coming here,
Slate is the
honored.
best.
being
I'm
patient
honored.
with us. just going along with us, your two favorite teammates that you've
awesome.
ever had in the locker
This
room,
is
and being
awesome.
another great teammate once again, but this time in the Nut House locker room here at the Dude's house. So
Dude's house in
we
Boston.
appreciate
Dude's
you,
house.
man.
Dude's
And
house,
we want to
Boston.
figure out what kind of dude you are
Okay.
with the questions that we're going to ask you.
Let's see.
All right. Let's do this. First off, you got your notepad?
Oh, yes, I do. Well, I'm taking notes.
There we go.
Yeah.
And he's going to probably, spit some facts out there that we should probably listen to in life as well, because this is Slater.
Let's start
This
it
is
off.
Slater.
Let's start off with a hard one. What kind of dude do you think you are?
Ooh, that is tough. Because you want to be humble. Yeah. Or you don't.
What kind of dude do you want to be? What kind of dude?
Yeah, I like to think the team dude. What was the description
Dudes
on the
dude?
A dude's dude.
I like to be a dude's dude.
Dudes, dude.
Bring the vibe up for
okay.
everybody.
Put that down, dudes, dude.
I see that.
Positive
I
influence on
saw
the
that
guy.
big time. Yeah, positive influence.
All right.
I never really seen you as a negative influence.
I
Never.
appreciate that, Ron.
Well,
Never.
I mean, Jules did a lot of negative things when you were his roommate. So what were you doing inside that house? What was going on? Was he a
Hey.
negative influence
No,
behind
we
the
made
sines?
it. He made it out unscathed.
Unscathed.
So we're
positive
good,
influence.
right?
If he was not your roommate,
Hey,
we don't know. You would be on
We
the
got him to
Giants.
the
You
Hall
would be
of
on the
Fame. We
Giants.
I'd be on the
know.
Giants. I'd be
Yeah,
on the Giants.
you got him to the Hall of
There it
Fame.
is.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna take all the credit.
You
for that.
should.
All right, so dude,
All right.
dude. That's what he thinks.
All right. Well, Slate, did you wear flip flops in the shower?
You have to wear flip flops in
Okay,
the shower.
You have
You
to.
have to.
You
have
have
to.
to. Well, why is that? Why do you have to?
Because I seen some of them feet in there.
I
Can't
gotta
go
say-
in there without them. Can't do it.
I got some bad feet.
Uh,
Ran a lot of routes.
See my own feet. We gotta have them.
All right. So have to dudes. All right. Who's the most famous person in your phone?
Most famous person in my phone.
Yeah, most famous.
I mean, I would say one of you guys, but TB probably.
TB. Oh,
TB.
all right.
He's pretty famous.
All right.
Tom's
TB.
pretty famous.
Yeah.
TB's.
I would say
yeah.
he's up there.
TB's up there.
I mean,
Best
really,
quarterback
who's
ever
more
to play.
famous than TB anyways? He's got
Right?
the most famous
I
person
mean, this guy-
number in
this
his
guy,
phone.
yeah.
We wish we had his number.
No,
Yeah.
you guys probably got all 5 of his cell phones.
Slate bringing the heat. I
All
love
five.
it. All five.
This guy gets new cell phones like
Go,
socks.
come on, give me
Right?
some knuckles on that one. That was good. That was good.
So TB, okay.
All right. What was your college GPA?
3.1?
Ooh, three. Ooh.
Yeah, a little low.
I was expecting higher.
I thought it was going to be way higher.
Slacking a little bit.
Oh,
3-1?
that's why you didn't make it into the Ivy League. Makes
Oh.
sense now. I'm disappointed with that one.
3-1.
But your GPA in the special teams world, I would say at least a 3.8.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Extracurriculars.
Too many video
Yeah.
games.
A lot of
going on.
extracurriculars.
Too many video
What was
games.
the video
What-
game? What video game did you play?
Oh, we're playing NCAA football.
Okay, just making sure.
So
yeah.
you were a crazy maniac in college.
Yeah, we had an issue with the video game.
Okay.
We used to play as a team. We played each other, had a pot circulating. Now, some of those guys may be watching. They know who the best was. And it was me.
Slate, you're the
That's
best.
why I had the 3.1, because I was playing too many video games.
Slate.
At least you're the best one.
Did you play? Who'd you play with? What was your team on NC2A?
I would go
UCLA.
Ohio State,
With what year was
Ted
this?
Ginn.
Ted Ginn.
Oh,
we
Lion.
go-
Another
go-
special teamer.
We go 4 wide, spread it out, and then you had Troy Smith running quarterback. See, I can still remember my roster. We were good. We had that thing rolling.
What, he's hitting 4 verticals, looking
Oh,
off
get
safety.
it up, get it up.
User
And
come
then
in,
run
click
with
out.
Troy
and stack 'em.
Smith. Get the edge.
I
Come
get
on.
it. All right. So NC2A played that. Okay, what was the song on your college highlight film?
Ooh,
I
I cannot recall.
Ooh, you can't recall.
I can't recall.
Sounds about right. It's
Played
all
too
right.
much football.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah,
Played too
I've been
much
hitting the
football.
head. I've been hitting the head.
No
Can't remember.
recall. Let me put that
That's
on
not good.
in the
Uh,
notes.
That's
no
not good.
recall. No. Ooh, that could hurt you.
How many college offers did you get out of high school?
Ooh. I'm gonna say like 15, maybe.
Ooh.
What were you, a
But
3-star,
but honestly,
4-star?
I was a 3-star.
Oh, okay.
I was not Rob coming out.
15.
And funny enough,
I was just a 4-star.
I had
15. That's a
I
big
committed to go to Dartmouth out of high school. I was gonna go the Ivy League route when I was taking my studies seriously in high school. And I chose to stay at home and go to UCLA and play at home. Play D1, obviously. So
number. I mean,
That was a
UCLA
great-
still.
That was a great choice.
UCLA.
it worked out. It worked
Yeah.
out all right.
Top 5 public university.
Number 1.
Top 5.
Number 1.
Top
All
5.
those cow bears out there.
Berkeley, I mean,
Oh,
Berkeley.
it's us. No.
What about Arizona
Look at the
Wildcats,
latest.
man?
Look at the latest
Same
rankings.
division, same
Number
conference.
1.
UCLA.
Cal, you're number 2.
All right, Slate, let's get back into this. Determine what kind of guy you are. What was your first car?
My first actual car was a Lexus GX 460.
Fancy.
And I got that my third year in the league.
No,
Third year.
what was your first?
That, I was riding my dad's car.
First ever car. What was your first ever?
It was my dad's Lexus. He let me.
So your
He let
Lexus
me whip
family.
it around.
Lexus family.
Toyota makes a good product. They make a good product.
Okay, what do you drive now?
Right now I'm in an Audi electric e-tron.
Ooh, e-tron.
Wow.
One of the people for the earth.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, see? Taking notes.
Audi.
Taking notes. This is really
I
going to
can't go
determine.
electric?
No,
That's
no.
right.
Really
I got a
going to
Tesla.
determine what kind of dude he is. This is good.
Wait,
this is good note
I
taking.
got to put in
Julian.
parentheses electric.
Electric. Put that in parentheses.
Slate, what was your first endorsement deal?
My first endorsement deal, Reebok.
Reebok.
Oh.
Team Reebok.
You told Nike
This
to
was
kick rocks.
before Reebok cut me loose. Reebok cut me loose.
They cut you loose?
They cut me loose after my third year.
Well, I think they cut
Then I
everyone
went on
loose.
to 10 Pro Bowls in Nike.
Yeah,
Nike.
take that, Reebok.
Thanks, Reebok.
Yeah, never mind. You told Reebok to kick
Reebok
rocks.
kicked me in the curb.
But I think Reebok kicked everyone to the curb. They left the NFL.
They did.
Yeah,
well,
they
they had JJ. JJ was still wearing Reebok.
JJ?
JJ Watt. He was still wearing Reebok.
Was he wearing?
He had his own line of shoe, which I probably would have chosen JJ over me.
Oh,
as
JJ.
well.
Reebok. Let me see that. Reebok. All right.
Kind of like a throwback type of guy.
The old pumps. You don't know
I
pump
remember
cleats?
the pumps. I was in Reebok.
That's why you were so
pumps.
fast
I
out
was
there
in
on the
Reebok.
field.
Pump
You're
those
pumping up
things
those shoes. Good old Jim Whalen. You walk in the training room.
Jimbo.
Coach, I'm hurting. Just pump your shoes,
Just pump
Slate.
them up.
Get
Pump
out
them
of
up.
here. Pump those shoes.
Jimbo. I need to stay out of there with Jimbo early.
All right. What's the square root of 144?
Oh, I know, but I can't give him the answer.
144.
Can I phone a friend on this?
That's easy, Slate. Come on, man. You're committed to Dartmouth.
Hey, it's all right. We got it.
All
It's
right.
another.
All right.
72?
You're just messing
12.
with us.
4 times 12, 144. I don't know that. I thought we
See,
would
I'm
have
not
that.
a math guy.
Didn't know.
Edit that out.
Wait, you
Edit
really?
that part
Wait, you
out.
really don't know that?
It's 12.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Didn't know.
It's
Fast.
TB12.
Didn't know.
Fast. Not fast enough.
Describe your locker. Was it messy?
It was messy.
Clean? Oh, messy.
It was messy.
Straight mess.
Okay.
Yeah, it was bad.
Bad.
was
When you're there
bad.
for so long, it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I got all this
You're
stuff
right.
in there. I got 16 years worth of stuff.
Stuff.
So many
People sending in
accolades,
Yeah.
Bibles and stuff to Slate. I mean,
There's a lot of-
trophies,
there's a
game
lot of
balls,
stuff.
jerseys,
You get a new,
throwback
you know-
uniforms,
Reeboks to Nikes
Yeah.
to this.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of
gloves.
There's a lot of stuff.
16 years in one spot. A lot of
There's
stuff.
a lot of stuff.
stuff.
A lot of stuff.
All right.
Stuff.
I got one. If you weren't a pro athlete, who would you work for? Or what would you do?
Well, I've always had a passion for ministry. So
that's-
I think, my plan before I got drafted was to become a youth pastor. So that would have been the road I would have taken.
Pastor. I'll put that down.
All right.
That's PSATOR.
As a pastor now, and a fight breaks out at practice, what do you do?
Fellas, I'm going to do the same thing I did when Rob fought Michael Bennett at the end of the Seattle game.
Explain that.
Stop, fellas. Stop. I don't want guys fighting out there. But that's part of the deal sometimes. It's football. Like, this is a gladiator sport, so it happens.
All right. What's the most you've ever bench pressed?
I don't know.
You know.
I mean,
Yeah,
You were in that
Come
weight
on
room
now.
a lot.
375.
375. That's
that was
acting
pre-
like he didn't.
No,
know.
that was-
wait,
That was maybe pre the 4 shoulder surgeries I had.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
Acted like he didn't know but knew.
Mhm.
375.
That explains a lot. What type of guy he is?
oh man.
A trickster.
All right. Let's see.
Trickster. Have you ever been fined, and for how much?
I have been fined
Ooh.
Oh, from who?
Face mask?
From the NFL or from Coach
from the NFL.
Oh.
Face mask my rookie year,
Yeah.
right? In the preseason.
Oh.
I go my entire career. Don't get fined again. My last year I get fined twice for, illegal crackback blocks because I'm trying to hustle and block for the returner.
You
and
didn't
they
save
don't-
it.
No, I didn't save it. I went head hunting. Forearm shiver. up high. No, James Thrash. I'm just kidding. James Thrash. James Thrash. I'm just kidding. I was not headhunting. Illegal crackback blocks.
So you're just running towards the other sideline.
Yeah, I'm just trying to finish my block.
Which is completely understandable for a guy that played in the era where it was okay to do that.
That's
so
right.
it's hard for him to change his mindset in the latter part of his career.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you change your mindset once you get fined. Then it really settles in.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of taking it that he's kind of a dirty player, dude.
Yeah.
A face mask?
I
Like he's freaking
playing hard.
Nah,
face
dude.
masking?
Playing hard, whistle to whistle.
Rob, getting fined twice, that's not that much.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing. What's your fastest 40 time?
Ooh.
I mean, now
And you're
we all
fast.
know how this goes, right?
You're fast.
Man, I one time ran when I was training. I ran this.
Yeah, well, that's the one
I
we wanna
ran
hear.
4.28.
4.28.
Oh, woo.
4.
And we
when I
can't
was
argue
training.
that. Can't
When I
argue
was
that.
Well,
training.
I got a second on. What was your fastest 100 meter?
What
was your high school time?
High school, I ran 10.62.
10.62.
17.
Now, how fast do you think you could have got that if you were training as a man? If you put
I
the
think I
same
coulda-
amount of man hours
I mean,
that you put into your special
I don't like to
teams.
talk about what I could have done and this, but
Are you
when
breaking
I ran
10?
when I ran in high school, I did not lift weights.
No
I didn't
squat.
lift any weights in high school.
Oh, you
and
could
I
have
was
been
17.
so much faster.
I was 17 my senior year. So I think I could have touched a 10.3, 10.2.
10.3, 10.2.
I mean, I ran over 23 miles an hour with pads.
with pads.
Oh my
23.
gosh.
So,
Fast.
yeah.
Was that your last year as well?
Oh, I wasn't running no 23 last year.
Okay. And then last
21.8, 21.9.
21.8 still?
21.8.
All right, wait, last
I was like 15.6. It was bad. It
Yeah,
was
right, you-
bad.
you got
I
up
just
and-
boxed out,
No,
guys.
he had it.
he
had
got
it.
up and
he
go.
had it.
Wait, last speed question. Could you beat Randy Moss in a 200?
Now, we had this debate.
Oh, I know.
We had this
I-
debate.
I
we
know.
argued this. I mean, look, in my prime,
In Randy's prime.
I could have been 10 meters behind him in my prime.
Chad O'Shea.
Hey,
Chad
look,
O'Shea took
I ain't going
Slate.
up against Randy Moss's speed, man. That's
Slate?
an all-time speed.
All right. Well, so he
What
said,
was,
we
Randy,
did,
what was
you know-
Randy's 40?
He
No
ran
one-
like a 4.1,
Oh,
didn't he?
no, he ran
No.
4.2.
Really?
I don't know if he ran,
Wow.
but he was
We
fast.
we
He
used to
was-
mess
he
with
wasn't
Randy.
running. He floats.
He does float. It's crazy. Because Randy was, like 32, 33. We were spry. And Chad O'Shea used to mess with Randy all the time. Slate can beat you. Slate can beat you. Randy didn't like that.
Hated it.
He didn't like that, but that was fun.
He'd be like, oh, Chatty-O. He'd be,
Hell no, Chatty-O.
all right.
When was the last time you cried?
Oh,
Besides when you heard you were coming out.
Last
of this
time I
episode.
cried.
last time you cried.
Tears of joy,
Oh.
but
You know what? I was at a funeral for Don Hasselbeck
Don Hassel.
a couple of weeks ago.
Funeral.
Great man, great mentor for my wife and I. And yeah,
great football family.
they really
yeah.
are. They're
Great
great,
people all
They're
around.
great people.
Hasselbacks.
Whenever I see Hasselback, I just always a great dude.
Always.
Yeah, they're
Always.
a tremendous family.
Really good on TV, too.
Yeah, they
Very
are
knowledgeable.
sharp guys.
Sharp men.
What's a first date with you look like?
Ooh.
First date,
Who first date?
Yeah.
I like to go somewhere quiet where we can
Been a
actually
while,
where
but-
we can talk.
Walks and talks.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to a movie, you're not really talking. Dinner's a toss up. Maybe you just go over, hang out at the park. Or my wife and I, our first date was a Cheesecake Factory
Oh, beautiful.
with Gary Guyton.
Gary.
He was third
Oh.
wheel in it. He was third wheel in it. But it gave us an opportunity to talk. I mean, you got to talk on a date. You got to get to know one another.
Now, really important question to follow up on that. What cheesecake did you guys order?
Oreo cheesecake.
Of course.
Come on,
Oh, so
Of
good.
course.
the best.
Oreo.
Quick
Let's put
story
that-
about Gary Guyton. When I was a rookie, he was the linebacker here for the Patriots, and he made me feel like I couldn't play, at this level in the NFL because he jammed me on my very first route, and I didn't get off the line of scrimmage for about 5 seconds, and then he finally backed up, and the ball was already thrown. And I was 1 yard off the line of scrimmage when Tom threw that ball. So Gary, you made me feel really uncomfortable out there.
I think it worked out all right.
It did. It
worked
did.
out
I
all
think
right.
You need that.
I think
though.
he figured out.
need
You
the
need
welcome.
that. You need that.
your welcome to the
It
NFL.
woke me up
Yeah,
like,
that's
okay,
right.
I gotta really focus off this line
That's
of
right.
scrimmage.
Well,
That's right.
In the light of where we're at, some would call that a NFL baptism.
Some would.
We gotta wrap this up. This
Okay.
went a little longer than we
What you
anticipated.
didn't do with your 4 kids.
What's that?
He said, we got to wrap it up. I said, what you didn't do with your 4 kids. It's getting a little out of control.
Be fruitful, multiply.
Get them. Yes, there we
the
go.
Bible says.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what you shall do, right?
That's it.
And that's why I'm asking you questions about
Just
it at the
doing my
beginning.
job.
I shall do my job
That's
eventually.
it.
What's the last book we read?
Last book, The Psychology of Money.
That's a lot to you.
It talks about, how our perspectives sometimes shift once we start making money, and how greed really plays a huge factor in a lot of people experiencing financial ruin. And I think, that is very true, especially in America. So,
Man, I got to read that.
Wow.
yeah.
But what is it called?
The Psychology of Money.
Wow.
That's P-Y? Okay, just making sure.
Wow, Slate.
Two
We're
more.
learning.
Two more.
I told you.
Your last
I
one?
told you Slate's going to be a great
Yeah,
guest, man. He's going to keep us, straight edge.
Definitely.
That's what he's
I
doing.
like that.
We're learning from him. That's what
Straight
we
edge.
needed.
We're learning a lot
Yes.
from him.
And we already knew a lot about him.
We knew everything about him, but now
That's
we're
right.
learning more.
Yeah.
You got one more question, and I'll go one more question.
All right. This is a good one. This is
Okay.
a good one. Because we really haven't talked about this category with you yet. How did you prepare your steak? Yeah.
Ooh.
Were you like an absolute dog animal out there?
So,
Just a wild one? Just
I'm
eating
going-
it rare?
Now here's an inside track for you guys. If you ask 10 black folks how they prepare their steak, 7 of them are gonna say, "Well done." Okay.
Are you in
And
the
I
three?
came up a well done guy, and then I started hanging out with my brothers from the other, and I realized that medium, maybe medium rare, is the way to go.
Slade.
So I'm a medium guy. medium guy.
Medium guy.
Yeah,
Likes it a
medium
little
guy,
raw.
man. Converted me.
And then lastly, how do you eat that steak?
Depends on who's around.
By yourself.
I had to go hands.
Oh.
Ain't going no hands. Ain't going
Oh, dude.
fork knife.
No, you're by yourself. I like that.
I mean, when you get down to the
do you
bone,
pick up the
you
bone?
gotta go hands.
You pick it up with your hand, the
You
bone?
gotta go
and just
hands
eat-
when you're
eat
with the
rest?
bone, right?
Man.
If it's
He
me
eats
and my
what's left?
sons,
On that bone?
me
Just
and my
gnaw it?
sons, we're going bone.
Okay.
My
You
daughter
gotta
and my
teach 'em
wife
you-
are around. I gotta use the fork and knife.
You're
You're teaching the
respectful.
boys
Yeah,
that
we
you got to
gotta-
get all the meat.
You gotta
No
get it
meat
all.
left behind.
That meat close to the bone is some of the best meat on that steak.
Well, I think we got
Mm-hmm.
all our stuff. One sec. We're gonna.
Yeah, let's go review this. Ernie, shall we go to the
We're going to
booth?
the booth.
We're going to the booth.
Oh, we're going to the booth. Ernie
We're going
said
to
we
the
shall.
booth.
We got to
go to the
look
booth.
this over.
So you see, yeah, he thinks he's a dude's dude. He was 3.1. I thought he was going to be higher.
Me too. So he's really not a whiz.
4.2 though,
I mean,
fast.
Oh, yeah,
There's
that's
that.
freaky. That's freaky, Jules.
Academic, read about money.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Academic. And he likes his steak medium, and he
Yeah.
also eats it with the hands when no one's around,
Mhm.
but preferably uses fork and knife around when.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
you know that?
I
We're on
got
the same
you.
page?
Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm.
On 3, what do we think he is? 1, 2, 3.
Whiz.
Whiz. Yeah, we
Whiz.
we think you're whiz. As we kept on saying throughout this interview, we kept on learning about new stuff. I learned that greed is the root to people losing their money.
Evilness.
I learned that if you're 6'5" and a dog, you could play special teams for
Mhm.
12 years. I learned so much about Osgood. I mean,
Yes, I mean, I was a little disappointed with your GPA, but there's a lot of factors that were into that. You were
I am
committed to
too.
Dartmouth because you
I
were
am
actually
too.
that smart.
he got
you
into
were,
Dartmouth.
You were doing
I am.
so many other things as well, like being an all-star in the video game world and being a
was,
brainiac
right.
there. And that was helping you out on the field, and you knew that was your real master of
I'm
your
gonna go
life
with
was
that.
football.
I'm gonna tell my
So
wife that
still
later,
at
too.
3.1, you got by, and you didn't even care about what was going on in the school world.
Yeah.
You still got a 3.1, but you were a master with a 4.0 on the field and in video games and made a lot of money doing that to take care of your family.
There it is.
You know what? And also,
Guy's smart.
you have to be a wizard to be a teamer for 16 years in this fucking league. It's real. Like, that's what people don't understand. For you to constantly innovate yourself each year to bring value to a team where they're literally giving up a roster spot for you to just play special teams, that's unheard of. 16 years, Pro Bowler 13 years, All Pro 11 years, whatever. That's a wizard. That's a wizard. It's freaking That's like some Harry Potter shit, Slate. I know you're religious and you don't read that stuff, but it's like Harry Potter's magic.
I'll take it.
Mhm.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, Slate, we appreciate you coming on the show, being our first guest here on Dudes on Dudes. We weren't really sure how it was going to go, but I can tell you this, you took it, to a whole nother level with us, man. We felt really comfortable with you. And not just on top of it that you're a whiz, man. You're a dude's dude as well. You bring the team
You're
together.
dog. You're all of
You're a
them.
dude's dude. You're a dog
You're
out
a
there
stud.
on the field. But the main aspect of your life is that you are a wizard, man. So
You are.
that's why you are a whiz.
And
Can I just say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me just say one thing. I am very proud of the two of you guys for how you've transitioned out of the game and how successful this next chapter is for both of you guys. Keep killing it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna shed a single tear.
Me too.
I'll shed a tear. I feel like this
That
is
was really
eggnog
nice.
time back in 2010.
eggnog
You know
time.
something? You're a stud as well now. That was studly what you just said.
Thanks.
That was-
Very-
I appreciate it.
He was drafted in the 21st round of the 1958 NFL draft by the Philadelphia Eagles. My mind was just blown because I just learned something, Julian. There was that many rounds in the NFL draft back then.
I used to
The
have a lot of rounds.
21st round.
Yeah.
How many rounds were there total? 30 rounds total?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Let's get in our next guy.
Let's do it. Got the AI summary right here in my hands. Standing 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighing around 250 pounds during his playing days. He grew up in Daly City, California, and played college football at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. As an offensive tackle, he was drafted in the 21st round of the 1958 NFL draft by the Philadelphia Eagles. My mind was just blown because I just learned something, Julian. There was that many rounds in the NFL draft back then.
I used to have
The
a lot of rounds.
21st round.
Yeah.
How many rounds were there total? 30 rounds total?
Yeah.
That's absurd. That's
crazy.
absurd. I'm glad they knocked it down a little bit. That would be way too much if there was 30 rounds. It wouldn't even make sense.
You'd better have large rosters.
Oh, but was there less teams? Was there only like 10 teams? Is that why there was 30 rounds? They're just throwing out. It's like kind of getting drafted to go to the military, and if someone showed up, they showed up. Then great.
Kinda.
But if they didn't show up, well, he didn't show up. That's why we drafted 50 players to our team
If you get drafted
this
in the
year.
military, you got to go.
That's when we know they just didn't have it. You're going to draft 50 guys back then, and the ones that don't show, we already know they don't have it.
More
We're
like
going-
baseball,
Yes.
not military, but yeah, we'll take that.
And he went on to become one of the most successful head coaches in NFL history, winning over 100 games and securing a Super Bowl title in 1977. After his playing and coaching days were over, his football intellect and natural charisma helped him become a legendary broadcaster, pitchman, video game pioneer, and cultural icon. Let's get on John Madden.
John Madden.
And Jules, what's the first thing that you think of when you hear the name John Madden?
The turducken.
Oh, turducken.
I mean, who doesn't think of the turducken? This
Mhm.
guy used to cut the damn turducken with his fingers, those big ass offensive line sausages that he had. He cut the turducken on Thanksgiving, and he would reward the MVP of Thanksgiving Day with the turducken turkey leg, chicken, whatever the thing is. Whatever leg it is, he would give it to him. We all know about it because of John Madden. Thanksgiving, John Madden. Football, when you watch it, John Madden. If you're a kid that's in his 30s or lower, or 40s, maybe even early 50s, taught you the game of football through his video game. John Madden is one of the most important names for the NFL. One of the most important names for the National Football League. I mean, you got kids out in Tokyo and Africa and India playing American football because of John Madden. Video game. I don't know if that's actually true. I know it's the
It's
highest
true.
grossing American video
true.
game of all time. But, you know,
It sounded good.
it sounded good.
That's all that matters.
That's all. But, you know, Daly City, I love John Madden because he's a fellow College of San Mateo alum, go Bulldogs, went to CSM, the same JUCO that I went to. He was born and raised in Daly City. So he had a huge Bay Area influence. And then he also coached the Raiders, legendary, got them their first Super Bowl? Got them their first Super Bowl with Al Davis, with that cornerstone organization and the history of that organization to be the guy that brings them their first. I mean, he's an absolute legend. His name is synonymous with football.
Here's a question for you being a California guy. How did being a NorCal guy shape his approach to the game? That's a question I just threw at you.
Well,
I mean, it's not even just John Madden. How is just being a NorCal guy overall? I mean, John Madden set the standard, but like, how did that change the approach, or how did he see it, approaching the game, just being from California?
Well, if you look at him and how he was on TV, very approachable, very, like, there's always the stories of how John Madden took the bus everywhere and was always big in the community that he was visiting, go up to people. He was like the most famous guy in football, and he would go hang out at like the local restaurant. And I think maybe, and that's what the NorCal-ness he has, is being able to be a very intellectual dude, but be able to break it down to simple for everyone to understand. Kind of techie. I mean, he's C++ and shit.
There we go. That's the answer that we're looking for. All the techies are from California.
He's coding shit for you to understand. He's basically coding football for the regular viewer to understand. I mean, Daly City, the freaking cloudiest place in the world, but awesome. Right by the SFO. Literally, it's
that's
like
why they're geniuses. They don't go outside.
They don't.
It's cloudy.
It's
when
so
it's cloudy, what's the point of going outside? There's no sun. You just stay inside and you become a tech master.
Tech master, and that's kind of what he was. Well, in the Bay Area, that you have this mountain range that is along the whole coast, and it funnels all that fog right from both north and south right into like Daly City, and so Daly City always freaking foggy. Shout out Ceremony. That's over there. Ceremony was this mall where everyone would go get their Air Force Ones. It was in Daly City. Shout out.
Say in that era and being that consistent for that long of a time, yes, you got to give it to him, I would say, right? Who'd be up there in that competition? There's a lot of great ones.
I mean, I don't know. John Madden's the guy.
But he is just the guy, and that's why he got the video game cover. Doink! Whap! Hey. Whap! I like whap. I want to say whap. Whap!
He used to go boom.
Just the way that he broke down plays, too. He, like you said.
He invented the telestrator.
That's why he is who he is, because you said it. He made the game simple. And the game of football is not simple. There's a lot going on, especially if you're the quarterback. You got to know 15 things going on in a matter of a split 2 seconds. You got to know where the safeties are, who's blitzing off, what the defensive lineman's doing, what your wide receivers are doing, what are the calls at the offensive line position. And then when he broke it down, when John Madden broke it down on that little, chalkboard or whatever he was doing. Yeah, he's the one who started that type of shit too, to break it down with the fans. He made it simple for fans to understand the game of football, for people that don't play the game of football, because it's hard to understand the game of football if you don't play it. And if you can break it down easy, it gets the fans more involved. And that's also what made him so iconic, is he got so many fans involved in understanding the game of football because he broke it down so easily. And that's kind of how I am too. I appreciate when it's simple, Jules. When McDaniels was calling 50 calls at the line of scrimmage, you got to do that. When the blitzers, I'm like, no, it's a lot for me. You got to think. I like when it's simple. And McDaniels found that out too as my offensive coordinator. He's like, I'm just going to keep it simple for GRONK, and that's when you thrive the most. So I appreciate John Madden for keeping it simple. You understand it, and you can just go out there and do what you got to do.
They call that KISS. Keep it simple, silly. My dad used to say stupid, though.
You ever meet John Madden?
I didn't get to meet John Madden.
I never have either, but it feels like
I know him.
If we ever did meet him, yeah, it's like
you feel like
he'd be your good friend.
You know what he also did? Like, he brought in the telestrator. He brought in Madden. I remember hearing stories that they originally wanted to make it 8 versus 8 because they didn't have the technology to do 11 versus 11. And he was like, hard no. If we're going to teach football, we're going to teach it correctly. He taught football to the viewer. The telestrator, what that did and what that showed was that gave an inside look of how a coach coaches a player. The great telestrator coaches that we had. I had Scotty O'Brien, where these guys would sit up there for 20 minutes and they'd be doing John Madden shit. All right, you guys, he'd draw like a butt here, a butt here. You got to get up there and go. And these guys get on these telestrators and they think they're fucking Picasso or something. And it's but
it brought the best out of them.
It brought the best, and it was a form of entertainment.
And it was, and it broke it down simpler as well.
It made it simple, and he was the first. John Madden was the first to show people that's how we broke down film. That's how, like, probably in those days they had overhead projectors where they would show, all right, guys, this is what we're doing. And like that little thing right there is so huge. And now you look at like how they show games now. Every network is always trying to look for that new thing that's like the telestrator with all the different camera angles, the fucking camera that goes in behind and everything. Like all that stuff, he's a pioneer at a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? The Madden game, I mean,
John Madden's so legendary. They already have a movie coming out about John Madden. You got Nicolas Cage playing Madden, and I've seen some pictures of him. He kind of looks exactly like Madden.
Dude.
I don't know how they do that. Nicolas Cage is a skinnier guy, and like, what do? Fill him up with pillows?
yeah.
I mean, when I used to fill myself up with pillows, I'd be in one corner, my brother would be in the other corner, and we call it zooms, and you just get as big as you possibly can, stuff as many pillows as you can, and then you would run full speed at each other and just crash right into each other, kind of like Mike Allstott versus any linebacker, and you would meet at the line of scrimmage, and then we would just go flying backwards, but our protection was the pillows. So that's what I guess Nicolas Cage is doing right now.
Let me explain something to some people out there. For all you people that think like, oh, I got a baby Gronk in my house. Look at this kid's. His form of entertainment was running full speed into a wall with pillows, okay?
into
I'm
another
sorry.
person, not a wall.
Built different.
Into another wall. Into
you
another
can't coach
person.
this shit. He literally, the form of entertainment was playing hockey downstairs and fucking running into each other with
rules.
pillows.
Full
No
contact.
rules. Look at that. Looks like Madden.
That's Nicolas Cage.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They got his titties and everything.
I'm gonna be watching the movie.
You remember Madden used to have he used to have man boobs. We all love Madden's man boobs.
Would you have rather played for John Madden as, with him being the head coach, or would you rather have been his broadcast partner?
I'd rather play with him, played for him. I heard he was an awesome players coach.
Yeah.
Well, I took a picture recently in a bathroom. I forgot where I was, and it was a quote of John Madden. He goes, guys, what was it? I think it was like, you can't break, if you don't make a lot of rules, guys can't break them. It was something like along that line. Didn't I send it to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
The fewer rules a coach has, the fewer rules there are for players to break.
Keeps it simple.
Keeps it simple.
Because then the rules that he has probably get fouled so well because there's not so many rules. And I think he did only have 3 rules. What were they? They were simple. Be on time. Pay attention. This is like kindergarten. I love it.
Yeah.
I could have thrived. I could have gotten an A, playing for John Madden back in the day. And play hard when I tell you. I like that.
So what if he doesn't tell you to play hard? You don't have to play hard?
You're probably just playing your game. But then, like, when he really needs that team to step up, his team to step up to another level, brings them in the huddle. Hey, motherfuckers, I need you guys to play hard right now and whoop the motherfucking asses. And then they go out there and play hard.
I bet you he probably had some great, like, pregame speeches.
I mean, the guy knows how to talk. Savvy. Clever.
And it was, like, always, like, entertaining talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like the booms and, he would come up with names and he would, like, he analogized the regular man shit to, like,
I really look up to people like John Madden that just have that wittiness to them. There's a lot of people like that. Greg Olsen has it. Strahan has it. Terry Bradshaw has it. Like, you put them in any situation and they can just be witty with whatever's going on and figure out a way to explain what's going on or a way to ask a question of what's being evaluated right there. John Madden had that. The words he would come up with, the way he would explain things. You got to be born with that trait. I mean, you can develop it a little bit. I got it in a way, but they have it to a whole nother level. Yeah. And it's like, I envy it. I love it. I love what they just do. And John Madden had that. And that's what made him so great as well. And that's what made him such a great speaker and a guy to explain the game and broadcaster and coach, because you can relate to people when you can, speak like that. And I love people like that.
And it's crazy. He's the only broadcaster to go on the 4 big networks: NBC, CBS, ABC, and then go into Fox.
Mm-hmm.
He did all 4. He did the big 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing old stories from Shanks, one of our bosses at Fox, he used to say that, like, John basically gave the template of how we're going to call the game. Like, and it was basically like a play sheet of like how you would prepare for a game, like the information groups, like building a scouting system. He taught the people on like what information he wanted to see, like what the coaches request for all the film guys for when they're breaking down an opponent. I heard like he was a huge part of all that. I could be completely wrong and may have just thought that through my brain, but I remember Shanks talking about a lot about Madden.
No, definitely.
He was one of the first guys that brought in the interviewing with the players the night before. Whenever you hear like, oh, well, we're talking to this guy, you know, like that was John Madden.
And that's a true inside perspective into the game, is when you get inside the heads of the player. And John Madden started that, like you said, and that helps you out in the booth as well. And it gives, you know, a better perspective to the fans. And
EA Sports
it's in the game. All right, before we get on, though, and figure out what type of guy he is, Jules, I got a question. What was your best Madden rating?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do know.
I really don't.
Come on. You don't know?
I was in the 90s.
I'll tell you mine.
You were a 99 clubber.
Yeah, I was a 99 clubber, baby. That's why I asked you that, so I can boost my ego up a little bit. 99 clubber. A couple times as well.
What was I?
I don't think I really deserved it, like one of the years, but I was a 99er a few times.
My best. What was my best? 95?
95. That's not bad. 95 is really good overall. It must have been your speed that knocked you down.
Yeah.
Your quickness is definitely a 99.
Should be elite.
What's your speed? What was your 40, by the way?
4.48.
Oh, that's not bad, actually.
4.51.
Yeah. But your quickness is just through the roof. Through the roof, Jules.
95 overall. That's not bad. You were on the cover?
Mm-hmm.
What year? 12?
I think
11?
it was...
You were on the cover of Madden? I forget this.
Yes, Jules, I was.
You've been on so much cool shit, I forget half of it.
Yes, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It was really cool, man. I think it was 2017.
You didn't get hurt after the curse was gone.
It was gone. I forgot the guy before me broke it. Who was on it the year before me?
I do remember that.
But yeah, I was GRONK spiking on the cover. I mean, it was special, dude. It was really special to be on the cover of Madden. So I just want to give a big shout out to John Madden for creating Madden and giving me the opportunity to be on the cover. And it was special, dude. It really was just to, you know,
it's an honor.
Be in that category, you know, to be recognized like that. You know, that was one of the coolest things that happened to me while I was playing, you know, in the NFL. It really was.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's a huge honor. And I didn't know my score, but like I remember back when we were playing, we all looked at our score. I knew I was on a high 90 of some sort at my best. But like that was a huge thing in the locker room. I mean, you got guys that like, what the fuck, man?
That's all they care about now.
That's all they care about is their goddamn Madden rating.
I mean, what was it? The New York Giants? They were, or was it the Jets? They were cutting guys based on their Madden score.
I mean, that's what they said.
Yeah.
I mean, the grandson was running it.
Yeah. I mean, that just shows how
influential.
Influential and how legit Madden is.
Let's get into what kind of dude is John Madden.
I think this one's easy.
Easy. I mean, he's definitely a stud. Drafted in the 20th round. Maybe a freak. We all see the man boobs. That's out of love. Definitely had some dog in him because I've seen him mother F some people. You see him mother F in the old footages. He used to yell. And he used to have all those great commercials. He used to have a lot of great commercials. He's definitely a dude's dude. But I think it's easy what he is.
It is.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Whiz. Why do you think he's a whiz?
He's a whiz. I mean, like you said, he broadcasted for all, 4 of the major stations. He was a head coach. He was a player. And just the way he broke down games, you got to be a smart and intellectual guy in order to do that. And I would say that's his number one aspect of who he was just his knowledge. And when you got that knowledge, you're a whiz.
You literally got inside the game, as EA would say, because of John Madden. Love some good whiz talk. That was awesome. If you hear the whiz, you got that riz, right? Right, Jackie? Riverside? Jackie, you there? You hear me? But let's get into the chillest dude of the week, brought to you by our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and celebrate responsibly. Let me crack a beer.
You toss me one too? Toss me two. Set dressing.
That was a good catch.
Thank you.
He's got hands.
Oh, forgot to do the thing.
Oh, he's got hands but no brains. Ooh, Gronk somewhere is probably just like he heard that from somewhere, like because he always loves that when we do that on this show. He ends up drinking the whole beer. He's like, man, I feel good. I should do this more often.
We should drink him at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, that's what he says every time.
Okay, so what are we doing? Because this is the mega episode about whizzes, and we just listened to all the dude segments about whizzes, we're going to build our ultimate whiz using the best traits of the whizzes that we just talked about. Does that track?
Wait, say that again.
So we're going to build attributes from the whizzes we just talked about, which are Richard Sherman, Greg Olsen, Sebastian Vollmer, Kyler Murray, John Madden, Troy Polamalu, Marshall Faulk, Mike Vrabel, Bill Belichick, Andy Reid, and Matthew Slater. Ooh. We're going to find out whose football IQ are we taking, who's X Factor, who's
I see
clutch.
it now. I see it
You
now.
see it?
All right, let's do it.
First and foremost, it's a whiz segment, so whose football IQ are we taking? Or should we save that for the end?
Football IQ. Yeah, I think you got to save that for the end.
Let's save that for the end.
Let's start with athleticism from the guys that we've considered whizzes.
Yeah, that we've deemed whizzes on the show. They are part of whiz canon now.
I mean, sheesh. Right now, off top, from this list, two stand out: Kyler Murray and Marshall Faulk for straight athleticism.
Slater?
Slate is speed.
Okay.
Speed.
I think you can include Sherman in this list.
Sherm's
too.
in there too.
Yeah.
Because he's got body. He's a big guy that can move. But for, I need Rob here to, Rob.
I think it's one of Sherman or Falk.
I don't know, man. Kyler Murray's pretty damn athletic.
Shifty,
Dude plays, he's like drafted to play baseball.
I mean, they're all
elite athletes.
outside
Don't
of,
get me wrong.
Madden,
I mean,
Belichick,
Troy
and
Polamalu's crazy.
Andy Reid.
Spider-Man. Andy Reid could be.
The pass, kick, and punt or whatever he did, pass, throw, punt.
He won that.
Yeah.
We know Belichick's not it.
We know it's not Bill.
Not Bill.
I mean, Greg Olsen threw a javelin in high school.
Seabass is like German. That counts. He's just from another country and just picked up football.
It's tough because they're all good athletes.
I'm going Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. Boom. Okay, now X Factor. Intangibles, which I personally think we don't include as much as we should when we're talking about whizzes.
Yeah, I know.
Like that clutch factor, I think, is something we don't necessarily take into account when we're determining.
X Factor.
I got one, I think.
I was looking at Troy Polamalu too, man.
Yeah.
They had really great players on those Steelers defenses, but it was like like, what the hell is he going to do?
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be in the box versus like when he's supposed to be in cover 2.
And the plays he's making, like not just, in the deep defensive backfield, but he's in the offensive backfield. He's everywhere.
He's not supposed to jump over the center and make the tackle on the quarterback before he gets the ball. Yeah, it's got to be Troy Polamalu.
Okay, cool. That's a good one.
Clutch. Who is clutch on here?
This is an opportunity to go coach.
No, this is opportunity for the players.
Okay.
Coaches are clutch, but
Greg Olsen's never won one. Kyler Murray's never won one. And everyone else has a Super Bowl.
Matthew Slater.
Okay.
Is probably the clutchiest special teams player of all time. When your team needed a play, down inside the 30, even a routine, like Matthew Slater made that play. Biggest games he played in those games. The Super Bowl MVP that I got against the Rams, I think he had a bunch of he had like our punt team won that game.
That was
and he's a part of that.
Yeah.
Getting those guys to fair catch. But he also got leadership skills too.
Can I throw out Mike Vrabel?
I was thinking Vrabel's
3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl too.
And he had like worthy sack. He had those sacks in the games in the Super Bowl, I remember.
I mean, he took Ryan Tannehill to an AFC Championship game. I don't know if that's clutch, but
clutch.
I mean, Bill's got 8 Super Bowls.
I mean, Bill's pretty freaking clutch.
That's pretty fucking clutch. A specific moment, not calling a timeout against Pete Carroll.
I think that's football IQ.
Yeah, but it's in that moment.
That's poker right there, man. No one to hold him, no one to fold him.
I think Vrabel.
I think Vrabes too.
Vibes guy.
Greg Olsen.
Yep.
He's such a vibes guy.
He's such a vibes guy.
And anytime I've been around him, dude is like, goes out of his way to make everyone comfortable. Very knowledgeable about a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Not particularly great at driving the golf ball though.
He could drive the shit out of the ball straight down the middle every time. So yeah, Greg Olsen on vibes.
Okay. Innovativeness. Yeah.
That's Andy Reid with all his formations and his offensive stuff. They did the ring around the rosy bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like, who does that? He's fun with it, but he also has purpose with it. So I think definitely.
He's up there in age and he's been around the league forever and he's still pushing the envelope and still like creating and being innovative in the game of football. So I think it's a great one. Leadership.
Matthew Slater.
Slater. Okay.
I got an inside job on that, though. Best leader I've been around.
Vrabel.
Yeah, Vrabel's already taken.
You can double up.
Yeah, but I'm going with Matthew Slater. We always joked when the sky was falling there in New England. There's one meme for Slate. It's the GIF
Yeah.
of the Titanic captain just sitting in that goddamn that thing about with the freaking
Going down
water
with the
about to
ship.
explode and goes down with the goddamn. That's fucking Slate. He went down with the ship.
That's leadership.
It's leadership, bro.
Vision.
Now that's where you go, John Madden.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he had the vision for this dumb little video game that he was 7-on-7 football. That he's like, hell no. If we're going to teach these people the game of football, it's got to be 11-on-11. To even go down this route and for it to be as big as it's been, communicating different cultures through football. I mean, that's John Madden. That was his vision. And there's a lot of people behind that with Tripp and you know, all the people at
How do you know
EA.
all of this, Jules?
I don't know. I would say
I literally got force-fed, or I got served a clip today with John Madden in like 2001 broadcasting a Patriots game, and he's like, "You're gonna, everyone's gonna say some stuff, whatever. We're not there yet, but it's really early. But I really think this young Tom Brady guy plays a lot like Joe Montana. Now he's not Joe Montana. This is 2001, 2002. Vision.
also invented the telestrator.
Yeah.
He visually changed the whole game of how we watch it and interpret it.
Okay, we got 3 more. Strength.
Seabass. I did. He was like 6'7", 8" with a 6-pack and 315. And have you seen him lately on Instagram? That dude is a thirst trap. He stole it from me.
He's all over like German NFL media stuff.
He's killing it. And off the field, after retirement, still incorporating Germany, the country he's from, to the game he's loved and that he's adopted as his own. I mean, he's just expanding our game. That's all he's doing. And he's strong as fuck. He was a strong human.
Vollmer's strength. Now swag.
Sherman.
Yeah.
You mad, bro?
Yeah. I mean, you could go Kyler Murray here too.
Kyler, yeah, but I mean, Sherman was like his talk and everything,
Confidence.
the way his body language was, his dreads coming out. He was a swaggy dude.
Yeah.
And how he played the game, how he talked to the media.
And he knew he was like, when he lined up against the guy, he's like, I'm going to win this battle.
It's really cool to have one of the swaggy dudes come from Stanford.
Yeah.
That's a swag in its own. He came from such a smart school. The fact that he's even cool at all. But there's a lot of Stanford guys that are pretty cool. John Elway.
I mean, Andrew Luck isn't cool.
No, that's what you think of.
Yeah.
When you think of Stanford.
Remember Toby
Gerhart?
Yeah, I was sick. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. He's swaggy, but he's swaggy because he's just white.
Yeah, because he's a white athlete.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah. I mean, I think I agree with Richard Sherman with you, but I mean, Andy Reid has a different type of swag.
He has large man swag.
Yeah. The Hawaiian shirt.
He got like Jimmy Buffett
That may be more aura than swag.
and then football IQ.
I mean,
It's got to be Bill.
it's got to be Bill.
I mean, come on.
We did miss someone. We didn't include someone very.
Marshall Faulk.
Yeah.
He could be an innovativeness as well.
Yes. You could put him in vision. I mean, he's all of them. I mean, all these guys are fucking like Hall
All
of
of
Fame
them.
level, you know?
Marshall Faulk was a clutch. I mean, he was everything.
Should we create
Just
a
the
different
Marshall
attribute
Faulk.
for Marshall Faulk?
Yeah, there's just the category is Marshall Faulk, and he wins Marshall Faulk.
Running on turf.
No. Evolving the game for running back. Well, him and Roger Craig before him out of the backfield, Tom Rathman guys. But he was like the first time there was a receiver in the backfield.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that because people will be like,
It's a whole
what
thing.
about that?
Yeah, but he was definitely like at the right era.
That was number one offense like for a long time.
That offense was insane. Okay, to wrap it up, for the ultimate whiz, for athleticism, we've got Kyler Murray. For X Factor, we've got Troy Polamalu. For clutch, we've got Mike Vrabel. For vibes, Greg Olsen. Innovativeness, Andy Reid. Leadership, Matt Slater. Vision, John Madden. Strength, Sebastian Vollmer. Swag, Richard Sherman. Football IQ, Bill Belichick. And for Marshall Faulk, we've got Marshall Faulk. Do we agree with that? Sound off in the comments if you disagree.
Yeah, Rob said good.
Rob agrees too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we texted him.
Nah, he telekinesis me.
All right, well, that was a good segment. That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And that was the chillest dude of the week, thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and always celebrate responsibly. Well, that's been another episode of Dudes on Dudes. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Comment a dude you want us to do. And remember, rate and review. Call in and ask us a question on the chill line at 561-203-5789. Remember to follow Dudes on Dudes on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. We'll see you guys next week. Dudes on Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.